professional, tie straight as a rail. Reads the stats, calls the laps, never tips the scale. Bubba's got the draw that twang like a banjo string. He's the heart of the crew, makes the red dirt sing. On B.A.C. casting and drafting, tune in for the show where the engines roar and the beer cans flow. Talking banter, swapping stories under the southern sky. Racing's the reason, but we're here for the ride. Call and stay steady like a car hugging the line. He's cool under pressure, every word refined. Jared Beer's got a laugh and a drink in his hand. He's a wild card joker, the voice of the fans. 4 men, 1 channel, a race day parade, turning asphalt and cold cans into memories made. On B.A.C. casting and drafting, tune in for the show where the engines roar and the beer cans flow. Talking banter, swapping stories under the southern sky. Racing's the reason, but we're here for the ride. It's more than just NASCAR, it's a way to unwind. Cheering loud, feeling proud, leaving worries behind. From the first green flag to the last checkered wave, it's a soundtrack of a good time, the anthem of our day.
Oops. Here we go. We're live.
Welcome to B.A.C. Casting and Drafting, your weekly home for league racing, cold beer and hotter takes. My name is Bubba. I'm here with Andy today.
Woo! NASCAR!
We got Jared Bear on the stream at home.
We got
Good
Moose.
with us. We got Moose here, and we got Colin racing in the other room.
This is all in. We're going live tonight. This is gonna be it.
And if you're sober, you're watching a daggone wrong stream. Let me tell you, we're here broadcasting live with BA level, probably illegal because I can't even talk. And we're ready to side draft past politics, pace cars, and Ant's Facebook friends. So let's drop this green, get chugging to the checker, baby.
Dude, we're in for a hot one. It's Hot Atlanta. It's one of our favorite racetracks for all the broadcasters. I know it's a favorite for each and every single one of us. We race hard here at this track regularly. We do pretty well. We got our boy Colin. That is our pick to click tonight to put in the car for the in-season tournament that's kicking off here. Dude. We're going to have 16 drivers competing for 4 races to have somebody go out there and try and get $250. That's a lot of money in my opinion. You can get a lot at Waffle House or Chili's or wherever your favorite restaurant is. You can get some money. Here we are. Now we're big on the screen so you guys can see us at home. What's up? You can see Bubba's helmet. She's got that Dale helmet on, dude.
Baby.
NASCAR. We're ready to go. This is going to be
got my damn shirt on, dude.
This is going to be epic. This is going to be a lot of fun. What's up, Jarrett? How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad. Still waiting on that call if I can crack a beer or not. Still no go yet.
Fingers crossed for you, dude. Fingers crossed.
I know
so you can get the cold beer flowing in a little bit so that way you can get in the spirit for B.A.C. casting and drafting. I know you need it.
I know it. I know you guys have missed me. I've been gone the last couple of weeks. You guys need some drunken idiot, on stream. So I'm back and better.
Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be a wild one. It's a drafting track. We don't get to see these often throughout the season, so every time we get a drafting track, we get to see the action in the wrecks. And there's been a lot of those this season. A lot of wrecks, a lot of controversy, a lot of stuff going on, but the big one is coming.
Dude.
And we told our buddy Colin, he knows what he needs to do to avoid it.
He's gonna be all right. I think he's been in there
fine.
practicing. He's gonna be all right
For a couple hours now.
A couple hours now. We've had him on there, getting adjusted to your sim.
Got some sandwiches in him.
Got some food. Got some
had a
some beers.
cold spotted cow, and I think he's ready to go. But we can go ahead and dive into our points. It's been evolving over the last couple weeks. We could talk about this a little bit for you folks at home that haven't been keeping up with Side Draft Racing League. You can see on the left side of the screen the top 15 in the points. Daniel Miglin, your points leader, with Terry Vincent right there behind him by 2 points. So the points leader is up for grabs tonight for who could be the number one driver at the moment for Side Draft Racing League. It's a tough battle at the front. Very competitive within the top 12. Anybody could win a race. We don't know who's going to win. Every single week these guys put on a show. We've seen a lot coming out from the All-Star break. We finally get to go back to points racing, so I'm excited that these guys are going to be racing for something special here.
Well, at least we ain't got to race for points. We're just going to race in this in-season tournament and whoop these guys' butts, I guarantee it. So,
we got to make it through this one.
That's a hot take, but we're gonna go for it. But we ain't got to worry about points. We just got to worry about winning races.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll be fine. The matchups are pretty wild. I forgot to load the bracket in. That's the one thing. I always forget something to load to the screen. I forgot the bracket. We'll get that for the midweek show, so that way we could look at some bracketology. But if you have not seen the bracket, it is definitely posted on our most recent video, and you can see all the matchups. We'll have to pull it up on the side, and we can kind of try and talk our way through some of the matchups. Or Jared, if you want to highlight some big ones. There's one side of the bracket that's very difficult, and another side that is not so difficult.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say not so difficult, but the matchups are a little uneven, but there is a side of the bracket. I know Nolan McClurg and Terry, I think, are matched up, and that's the one to watch.
And that's week one.
That is
right
week
here
one.
This week. There's going to be some tough matchups over there. There's going to be tough matchups over here because, like I said, in the Wednesday night show, everything, I think a lot of these guys that are in that, 10 through 15 spot, their luck's going to change. I feel like, even guys in the bottom of the 16 through 30, their luck's going to change too. There's been a lot of guys getting caught up in wrecks and a lot of guys being, I think one of I'm going to highlight him right now is Austin Guerrero. His luck has been terrible.
God awful.
With catching wrecks, catching other people's stuff, and then
23rd in points is not
23rd
good.
Points.
Not good. Considering 12 guys make the playoffs, as we make our way through this tournament, it is a precursor to the playoffs as well and what we're going to see at the end of the season. But if you're a driver that's not in the top 15, you're in playoff trouble. In my opinion, if you are on the right side of the screen in this standings, in my opinion, you are in trouble. A lot of those guys are well below the cut line of 194 points. Everybody from 14th on back is 30 points behind Nolan McClurg, who is currently the cut line driver. Let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff points instead of this. We can shuffle some stuff around for you guys. There we go. But you can see right now it's Nolan McClurg, and he is only 2 above the cut line. Then Jamin Bernhardt has been very consistent, working well with his teammates the last few races. We've seen him, Keith, and Daniel Miglin putting on some clinics of how to be a team in this league. They have worked very well together. Jamin is obviously coachable, in my opinion, doing a good job. So what's your insights, Jer, for this playoff cut line and tournament?
Yeah, so I was just looking at the bracket here, and one battle that really sticks out to me is going to be Michael Prince versus Austin Norris.
That's a good one.
That should be a really heated battle. There's a couple others, Ryan McClurg and Keith Fallon. I think that one's going to be...
battle of the old guys right there. Not old, sorry, they're going to yell at us later. But the battle of the
these two drivers seem to kind of, be right around each other at the end of every race. It's Bryce Keegan and Tyler Cadd.
Oh, yeah.
That's
going to be another one. Yeah, it's going to be a couple of good ones where they're usually fighting for that 8 or 9 spot. Come playoffs, though, I think we're going to see another winner that hasn't gotten it before. Yeah. I think I'm just spitballing here. I think, you got to look at Nolan. I think Nolan's been, finishing pretty well. I think Nolan's got a shot. And hell, I may put the broadcasting curse on, Danny Jackson here and just say
Danny
his name 3 times.
Race
Little
winner.
buddy.
Beetlejuice. It's coming after him, dude. Danny Jackson is our pick to win tonight.
Sorry, Danny.
From all three of us,
All
I
three
can
of
guarantee you, Danny Jackson. He is winning tonight at Atlanta.
Hey,
He's our
Colin, who you want to win the race?
Danny Jackson. That's what he said. All right, so we got that one.
Sorry,
our,
Danny,
our
love
pick
you.
to win is Danny Jackson because obviously whoever we picked to win, they reckon like stage 2. So Danny Jackson, woo, go get him, buddy. But in seriousness though, I think a driver on the outside that's going to work his way up is Bailey Brannon. He missed the first part of the season, and he has been very, very good. He's had consistent finishes. He's put a lot of good races together. We've seen him battling at the front. He's 16th in points right now, but if he stays on this track, he is sure to point his way in if there's not too many winners. But 6 winners in 7 races. I did not have that on my bingo card for the season before the All-Star break. That is phenomenal. It shows you the competition level of this league is very balanced to have that many different winners in a short amount of races. Keith Fallon is the only multiple winner. Then you've got Terry Vincent, Daniel Miglin, Tyler Smith, Michael Prince, Ryan McClurg. Ryan McClurg obviously got the win there from Nolan McClurg at Richmond when Nolan got wrecked there at the end. Also, we had that controversy with Tyler Smith trying to get his second win at Pocono and got a little bit of a push there from the intimidator of the 31 of Michael Prince, which was some fireworks. We've heard about the insights of that from Tyler, not so much from Michael. He's been very quiet the last few weeks. I think he wants everyone to kind of put that one in the back of the memory bank. But tonight,
We're here to resurface it.
the memories might get resurfaced of what happened at Pocono. Michael Prince, the boys might be after you, so you better be racing hard out there tonight. Good luck to you, though. We know you race hard. Have fun. Put on a show for everybody at home. So we hope that we see some fireworks from that group out there. We got Colin if you want to come join in for a quick pre-race interview. Get over here, buddy.
Come on, Colin.
We got our driver. He's done with his sim practice. Welcome Colin to the booth. You got Andy and the boys. We're live on the stream looking at playoff picture. But who's your pick to win tonight?
Daniel Jackson.
There it is. Danny Jackson. You heard it here again. Andy and the boys. But we got Colin going out there to represent us tonight in the broadcasting car. We'll definitely make sure you know what we look like if you're on the racetrack. I think it says caution, watch out, we're live on air, don't hit us. Yeah, it's got caution tape on it. You won't miss it on the racetrack, drivers. So I hope you guys enjoy that. But for real, 4 races, we're racing for $250. Chili's, baby.
Let's go.
If we don't do it,
El
and Terry
Presidentes.
Vincent win, we know he's going to Chili's. He's going to ride that Chili's Ride the Dente Chevrolet to Chili's if he can.
Yes, sir.
That
We're gonna
one
be out
car.
first.
Well,
round,
let's
so-
let's try to fix the mic real quick for you guys because it seems like it keeps trying to cut out for like background noise. If we can, but
I have it cranked. We're doing what we can. I think we're talking over each other. Sorry. We're too excited, Jared.
We are too.
yeah, it keeps like completely cutting like out. I wonder if there's something we can do to like noise cancellation. Turn that off.
Don't
Just
know.
let it eat.
We'll just bring it closer.
How about
All
that?
right,
How's that? It's closer to
Well-
us.
that may work.
Okay. That's better. I think it's because I'm clapping too much. But
I gotta go
Colin,
back.
Good luck, buddy.
Get it, buddy.
Go represent. Go get him.
I'm trying on this new rig, you know.
Make us proud, dude. Make us proud,
Let her
boy.
eat.
If I win, I'm taking it home.
Who said? Oh no! Not my rig, dude. Time out. T.O. But oh boy, this is gonna be this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be really cool. We can go ahead and
We got old Keith Fallon in the chat saying like the broadcaster car is getting turned for calling me old. Well, it's not camo, Keith. That means you can't take it out, buddy.
But it's
You
an
can see this
evening race. It looks a little foggy out there at Atlanta. The weather is iffy.
Yeah. Little 74
Little iffy.
degrees.
We can go ahead and take a look at the track live. See what's going on. Might have to add our little collabor cam here. I forgot
Yeah,
to
it looks
do
like Bailey's out there just burning her down in the
Dude,
in
is
the
that
pit.
who I think it is in second?
That would be the one and only broadcaster car.
Oh God, I'm sorry. No,
Sorry,
we are experimenting with all sorts of stuff tonight. I'm sorry, Bubba. I just killed your microphone.
fine.
I whacked it.
It was cheap.
Well, I don't know why the collab cam's not working, but we can go ahead and look at the race screen from here. Let me just hide this. We just won't have the overlays. Oh God. Hide that. Hide that. There we go. We can see the racetrack. Kind of see what's going on out there as guys are getting warmed up. But Keith Fallon is the fastest, then followed by the broadcaster of Colin. Colin Geyer is second quickest. He's turned 27 laps so far in practice. Austin Guerrero turned 30. Bailey Brandon has turned 46 laps in practice. He is anticipating a race. We can see
He won that All-Star race, Austin Guerrero,
what's
baby.
exciting out there on the racetrack. Who do we
Yeah, how
got
did
there?
the All-Star race go, boys?
It was something. We saw the McClurgs run away for a bit, and then there was a late caution, and there was a great amount of fuel saving from Austin Guerrero.
Oh, buddy.
It was
Man,
cool.
He was on fumes, but you could
Got
tell in the
through
last
it.
couple of laps, buddy, he was saving.
Go ahead and swap.
But yeah, it started out with a quick invert of the field, so that was interesting for sure. Interesting for sure.
It's weird hearing Colin in the other room. We got about 8 minutes left of practice. You can see the scoring tower now. We hid ourselves so you don't have to see us. Is the dog Nope, the dog's not bothering him. But we're looking at the 27. Brian Bozik's back. He's rolling up there behind Terry Vincent. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of drafting from those two tandem in practice so far. As we're getting warmed up and ready to go here. 8 minutes left for Side Draft Racing League before we go into quali at Atlanta. Who do you think is going to qualify well? Keith?
I think Keith, man. I don't know. Keith is up there. Colin, 0.14 behind him. Austin Norris, 0.21, and Guerrero, 0.27. It's close right there. It's close, and I don't know. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild, but I don't know. What do you think, Jared? He got pole position.
I gotta give it to Austin. He's running pretty damn quick. I think he's trying to make sure that he stays in this tournament as he just gets Keith sideways right there.
Couple cars. Bryce Keegan, the youngster. He's spinning.
It's practice.
Yep. Bozik's looking
Nope.
good behind Terry Vincent.
Are we going to see something out of Bozik? Is he actually going to complete a race? Is he even competing?
We've missed him. He's been a little ghost since the Bozic sway, dude. But man, some of these paint schemes are looking pretty good too.
Yeah, what's the... Does
Well, that's
Ryan
time.
McClure got something new on the car tonight? That looks different.
It's different. Got some American flag on the side. American flag on the hood.
Does look a little different. Working there with...
Austin Guerrero rocking the daggum Steelers machine again.
Again.
Ooh.
Ugh.
6 times. Blevins. Vanilla. It's the V Vanilla from Stephen Blevins. That's hilarious.
Gold.
We did call Blevins Vanilla once, and he didn't like that. Now he's got the vanilla car. That's awesome.
You can't hate it. When somebody leans into a good joke, you just gotta love it.
I love that car. That wins paint scheme of the day for me for the 51.
Yeah.
What's the 40 rocking? That looks different from Key.
So
little
it's
different from
Prince
him.
Automotive Group on the tail. So I wonder if that's a nod to Michael Prince or if that is.
No, I think that's his family's automotive group, right? And I think it's a throwback scheme for his dad's car that he used to run. I think he sent a picture of his dad's dirt late model.
yeah.
I think it's a copy of that he had somebody make as a custom. That's cool.
That is awesome.
That's very nostalgic. Has a lot of personal meaning. I like it when guys do that. They bring something to the track that's meaningful to them and close to home. It's neat. Can't see who he's working with there behind the 51. Is that the 14?
I think that is Justin Mummel.
Is Justin Mummel out on the track?
I think he is.
Yeah, he is. Justin Mummel's back.
We missed him too.
Haven't seen him in a few weeks. For America Motorsports.
Yeah, he went on vacation or something, didn't he?
He must have.
Missed him.
Then there's the 11. And Travion Drake.
Everyone Drake. That's kind of cool. I like that one. I thought it was McDonald's at first, but I like it.
Jordan scheme.
Jordan?
Air Jordan.
I tell you who we don't see out on the track is Dennis Orff. Is he going to make it tonight?
I don't know. I haven't heard from Dennis in a couple days. He's been incognito.
MIA.
Chris Mackey.
Huh.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Little Chase Elliott or Bill Elliott with that 9
Ooh.
number style.
Or a
Little
bit of Casey
throwback
King.
there at Atlanta. I think no, because I think he's an Elliott fan. And Bill Elliott, one of the most winning drivers here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, rocking that Coca-Cola machine, kind of mixing it up with old and new of Chase and Bill Elliott.
That's clean.
That's classic there. Maybe he'll do a Polish victory lap if he can go out there and get it done. And here comes the train, dude. Here they go. Lead follower, get out of the way, Mackie. They're rolling by. Little pack starting up. Keith leading them.
Oh, you guys should have seen it earlier. They practiced a restart with about 12 cars earlier. They did a pace lap and then everybody took off in the restart zone. It was a lot of fun watching these dudes trying to get these times down. Try to see what they can kind of expect getting into this field.
I'm seeing something very smart by all of the drivers right now. Everyone is practicing pit road. You have to stay in between that set of white lines in turn 3 and 4 or you get a black flag. So what the 45 just did right there, we'll go ahead and give y'all a rewind at home so you can see what happened. That is a no-no.
No-go.
That's a no-no. You got to keep it in between those white lines where that white line is going in between the white lines. If you go outside of those white lines all the way to the entrance of pit road, you'll get a black flag. So that right there, could cause a wreck. So it's a good thing he's practicing that now, but we're going to see a lot of drivers practicing that pit stop. And that is why you don't want to pit under green. If you're in a caution situation, take gas because that pit road is a long one with the entrance in and out of pit road. And hello, look at that.
Hey, look at that
clean machine.
That beaut, dude. Look at that beaut.
That is our man in the next room. That is the 996, the broadcaster machine tonight. It's Colin. Colin Geyer.
Yeah, paint scheme.
Rocking it for the broadcasters. I think you
So
know.
we're getting told by Brian that I'm echoing.
What's
I
that?
think we have the whole mic situation set up. I thought Brian said I'm echoing on stream. Can anybody verify that? Anybody sitting in the
I know what's happening.
chat?
I think I fixed it. We have the sound bar on the TV, and you were a little loud, so it might have been giving you dual feedback here.
Let's try that. Is that any better for everybody on the stream watching at home?
I see you're still coming up on our mic, but it's probably better now. We'll limit it. But
Okay.
We'll do what we can, Jarrett. We will do what we can. But might be a little bit of feedback from you tonight. That just might be the side effect of it.
Yeah. When
Everyone
we're having
said-
fun, you
everyone
know
said
what? This
better.
is what we get.
Everyone said better, so that's good. Better is sometimes the solution. But that is the broadcaster machine. Watch out for that 996 car. Second fastest in practice.
He's gonna be wanting another rig here in the near
Yes, sir.
future.
If Colin is quick and sticks to our strategy, he might not even be worried about finishing the race. He might be worried about bringing that 996. We're not going to talk about that.
We're not gonna
We're
talk
not going to talk about that.
Danny's gonna do that. Danny
Jackson's going to bring it to
Danny
victory lane.
Jackson's gonna bring it to victory lane. Oh yes.
We got 27 seconds left in practice before qualifying. We get ready to roll here for Side Draft Racing League on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in at home. It's Andy, Bubba, and Jarrett knocking out our B.A.C. casting and drafting pre-race show as we are getting ready for some quali laps out there. We'll go ahead and watch Keith Fallon through quali, give you guys the onboard of the fastest man on the track at the moment as we get ready for qualifying.
Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of these racers that are going to be similar to that Texas and Vegas run. I think a lot of the drivers are going to be, pretty fast. I also expect to see a lot of turnover, a lot of people getting to the front and back, a lot of moving pieces for sure.
Oh yeah, we just went dark. We went to the nighttime. I think there is going to be a lot of moving, and that's the thing is like now we talked about it before was they also have they're fighting for playoff spots, and now it's also they have a matchup in between all that, so it's going to be see who prioritizes their results toward the tournament or towards the the playoff spots. So I mean, it would work best if you just won the race and not had to worry about either one of them. Two birds, one stone, But I think it'll be interesting to see how people throw their elbows out, fight a little bit, fight for track position, stage points, everything is that, and hopefully not get too aggressive. But we may just I don't know. Do you think we're going to be caution heavy, or do you think we're going to go stay green for a while?
Oh, this is going to be caution heavy for sure. I think when you get a fun track like this, everybody wants to, say that, oh, I can run Atlanta better than you, and there's going to be a lot of cautions. If the over-under is 8, I'm taking the over for sure.
Over for sure?
Oh, yeah. Not even close.
Yeah, I think being nighttime, I think there's going to be a lot of grip in it. But I think, once it's comes down to it, I think there's going to be a lot of bumping and pushing and shoving and a lot of cautions in it. So it'll definitely be interesting to see, how it turns out.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is another lap 1 wreck. I'm going to be honest with you. Those tires are going to be cold. People are going to try to get out front early, and I think it's going to be disastrous early until people start realizing they got to let off the gas a little bit until we get moving. Get those tires warmed up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's you definitely got to be. We're going to ride along with Keith here as he does some qualifying laps. Oh, I think he might be bringing her down, but he has so far got our fastest lap, followed by Bryce Keegan with a 31.63 with Keith, 31.64 Bryce. Terry's 31.66. Chris Mackey 31.66. We got a new contender. Let's see here. Let's go with the Bailey Brennan. Put a 31.63 down as well. Oh boy. Stephen Blevins 31.65. Ryan McClurg comes in at 31.62. Oh boy, we got a bunch of shaking up right here, and a lot of fast times within hundredths of a second, dude.
Yeah, they're going to be cooking, that's for sure. You can see Ryan Bailey up there. I mean, a lot of these drivers that are fast on these super speedways, they're going to be trying to make a name for themselves tonight. That's why I don't think we're going to see a 2-time winner. I think there are a couple of these drivers that we've named. Bailey could take one. I think Bryce has got a shot here. I think the Vanilla Man himself, Steven, could steal one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. That's where it's gonna be fun to watch for sure. I think Andy's back. He's doing some crew chiefing.
A little bit of crew chief and coaching, making sure that our driver is comfortable in the car, ready to go. That way he is relaxed and feeling fast. But hey, Danny Jackson,
31.61.
He's on pole with a 30.61. Good for you, Danny. We hope you keep that up all night, run hard, and get the win here at Atlanta.
Yes, sir. You're all 3 of our picks today, so keep running hard.
All four of our picks.
Yeah, that's right. Colin did.
All 4 of our picks. Danny Jackson.
Well, he didn't want to disappoint, so we went out there and said, I'll get pole for you guys. Don't you worry.
I really do think. I think we're halfway. Last week was halfway through our season. I've said it time and time again. I think the luck's for the bottom half of those point standings. I think there's going to be a lot of luck changing, and it's going to be exciting to watch. And some of the top drivers may have start falling in some bad luck, and that's where early wins has helped you out for sure. But I wouldn't be shocked if some of these other guys get some wins in here and locks themselves into a playoff spot. And that points battle is going to go through the roof, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Is everybody off the track?
Looks like it.
I think everybody's off the track.
Oh, looks like the broadcaster car. I see a strategy going on here.
I don't know what you're talking about, bud.
Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. Oh my. I think. Yep, they are gridding up.
All right. We're going to go ahead and give you guys the starting grid for tonight. Starting on pole is the number 18 of Danny Jackson. Outside row number 1 is the 69 of Ryan McClurg. Starting in row number 2, we've got the 6 of Bailey Brannon. Then in the outside of row number 2 is the 40 of Keith Fallon. Row number 3, we've got the 21 of the youngster Bryce Keegan. To his outside is the 23 Alani Highline Toyota of Tyler Smith. Then row number 4, you've got Stephen Blevins and Jamin Bernhardt. Row number 5 is Terry Vincent, and Tyler Cadd is rounding out your top 10.
Then we got old
From
Nolan McClurg in the 11th spot, Chris Mackey in 12th spot, 13th spot. We got he's gonna hurt me right here, Brian Vojic. And then 14 we got Austin Guerrero, 15 we got Brian Matthews, 16 we got Austin Norris. And in the 17th spot, we got Ryan Castleberry.
To lead off the back end of this, sitting in P18, we've got Travion Drake, followed by Daniel Miglin at 19. And then the drivers that opted to not qualify sit in 20 is Wesley Biggs, 21 is Justin Mummel, 22 is Michael Prince, 23 is going to be the broadcaster car, and 24 is going to be Blake Hewlett.
All right. That is your starting grid for this Side Draft Racing League B.A.C. casting and drafting presentation for Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's time to get ready to roll, folks. They are rolling. Cars are making their way now off of pit road and down the backstretch. They're going to go ahead and do their 2-wide salute as they are going to head by, and then we are going to get ready to go racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Shoot, buddy. I'm excited. I'm also nervous. I'm nervous right now.
I haven't been nervous for a race like this because now we got skin in the game.
Yeah, we got.
This is our first race with skin in the
some
game.
blood in it, dude.
Just calling off pit road. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, there he is.
Something happened.
Maybe I had to wait for.
I'm not seeing the broadcaster. There it is. The broadcasting car's on the track.
Oh, leading from the rear.
Don't know what's happening out there. As they are starting to get caught up towards the field. A few guys not ready to roll. But Danny Jackson is going to lead them into the start zone.
Pit car pace car is off. Coming into the restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, baby.
Danny Jackson's going to lead them into the restart zone as they make their way towards turn number 1. The inside line, you've got Bailey Brannon behind him, giving him the push. To the outside is the 69 of Ryan McClurg, followed by Keith Fallon. They're going to start working it. It's a weird start. The high line is not even present. Danny Jackson is getting well out front of the rest of the field as they are making their way down the backstretch for lap number 1 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Bailey Brannon looking good. The bucket boy riding that Florida State Ford. He is in second place. Danny Jackson out front looking good. And that 18 Ford Red Bull machine. Pink cars lead them as they go through for lap number 1. A few guys off the pace. Justin Mummel. Looks like Michael Prince. A few other cars. Don't know what's going on. I don't even see the broadcaster on the racetrack. I don't know what's happening there for Colin. There he is.
Just
Way off the
leaning
pace.
back there. Looks like he missed out on
Don't
the
know what
draft,
happened.
and everybody kind of went over.
Well, we'll check in with him after. Don't know what happened to him there.
Yeah, I don't know. Looked like Tyler Smith had a bad restart on the not restart, bad start. I don't know if he missed a gear or what happened. I think that's what checked up that high line on the start. But Danny Jackson and Bailey Brennan have taken advantage of that with Bryce Keegan right there behind him and Stephen Blevins, Joey Vincent all on that bottom line, working their way around this track.
Bucket boy Brannon working very well with the 18 of Jackson out front. but we see Terry Vincent in that Chili's Ride the Dente Chevrolet starting to get something put together on the high side, but the bottom line is working very well. Seems like the bottom lane is dominant as these cars are starting to get sorted out a little more towards single file, making their way down the backstretch.
Single file at Atlanta? What are we doing?
Playing it safe, it looks like.
Brian Matthews rocking a Lucky Charms scheme tonight.
Lucky Charms.
That's different from him.
Maybe he's trying to get some luck on the side of him.
I think so.
I guess.
Danny Jackson looking really good off of turn number 2. Here they come down the backstretch. A few cars blinking in and out.
Yeah, Brian Matthews seems to be one of those cars. The Lucky Charms car is not looking very lucky right now.
Don't know what's going on with the broadcaster machine or Michael Prince. Looks like they're still on the lead lap, but Michael Prince is well off the pace. Don't know what's going on out there.
That's all right. It's over. We got a long race. Hopefully, you get it figured out.
I think he's taking. It sounds like he's taking the hang out in the back thing a little too literal. I think he's waiting for a 20-car pile up and he could just skate by.
Maybe. Maybe.
Going in lap 7. This here race of 167. Do you know what our stages are tonight?
I think it's 45 and 95, I believe. So they're going to have to stop at least once for fuel here in stage number 1.
A lot of shout outs in the chat.
Danny Jackson's looking good. No real challenge yet. Terry Vincent still working that outside line, but they are a few rows back from the leaders as Stephen Blevins up towards the front looking really good. Working well with the front 4. That's Danny Jackson, Bailey Brennan, Bryce Keegan, Jamin Bernhardt are all up there. Vincent trying to push the 28 of Matthews to work their way towards the leader, but that inside line is dominant early here at Atlanta.
Yeah, you can really see Terry trying to push Matthews. And man, I mean, Bailey Brennan has just been on the back of Danny Jackson, pushing him the whole way around this track.
Few
Bryce
cars
is, getting a little
squirrely in the back.
behind them, but they've been working real well together. And they has just kept that bottom line chugging.
They are chugging.
Terry Vincent decides to get out of the high line and go low.
Yeah, two drivers that I see on this high line. Two drivers I see on this high line that, probably wish they wouldn't have stayed up there the whole time is Tyler Smith and Ryan Castleberry. They've been up there and consistent on that high line, and it seems they're just slowly, moving back further and further.
Yeah, a lot of shuffling.
No fault of their own.
A lot of shuffling at the back of the field. The 69 of McClurg, he's down now 13 spots, 14 this lap. Started outside of row number 1, and he sank like a rock up top as everybody on the inside line has just roding this thing out for the first couple laps. And Danny Jackson, something happened. For Travion Drake, I think. Someone just flew down my scoring table. That was weird.
I think Danny may have blinked.
Looked like Danny blinked from the lead. Gave me a false flag that he wrecked.
Yeah, they are single file around Atlanta. Hot Atlanta, baby.
Single file on the inside line. It's going to be hard to pass them early. You got to wait for those guys to stop giving you help up front.
Those you stay like this, these green flag stops, and that's the thing. If you miss that pit road or you have to pick up your pit, it's going to be costly. So, if they stay green like this.
Another thing to note is they're running 29-second laps, 30-second laps, and the broadcaster car is 20 seconds back, so they're coming up on him quick. He is about to become a lap down in probably 2 or 3 laps here if he doesn't try to figure something out.
Yeah, I think just probably because he's out of the draft right now, he's probably trying to move it as fast as possible, but he ain't got no help back there.
Yeah, he's all by himself. He's on the exit of the backstretch as now the lead pack is making their way towards the middle. Not a good start, but it's a long race. You've got 2 stages that are going to happen tonight. So it's a very long event.
Yep.
The big thing is just going to be keeping his car clean and in the race is what really matters. So as time goes on, we will see what happens for our broadcaster machine throughout this race. But 167 laps is a long way to go here at Atlanta, 250 miles. As the wrecks unfold, he will have a lot of time to get his laps back. Not worried. It's early.
Yes, sir. And that's these front 3 or 4. Working good, but you can just tell Bryce Keegan, Bailey Brennan, and of course Danny Jackson, they're trying to get a little separation between 51. He could just be keeping a gap in there, playing it safe, but staying in that draft. Drafting, you got to take careful to get some air in there too as well. You don't want your car to overheat pushing somebody like that, but they're not, pushing like they are all the time.
It's so calm right now. It's weird. For this league,
eerie.
it's weird. It's very eerie. It's very calm.
I know,
It's a
it may
night
be
race.
a bad beat. I mean, shit, maybe, the over-under 8 cautions that's going to be
No,
way
we're gonna-
under from the looks of it.
Stage 3, we're going to see him. The thing is right now, I think there's a little more on the line here for this being a tournament race, and we're just seeing guys using their heads. You see the broadcaster cars now engaging. Here they come.
This is what
Look out, Colin.
scares
Here
me
they come.
this is what scares me right here is the car may not see him.
They'll see him.
Oh, they got to see him in that yellow.
They'll see him. That thing's bright. But now Colin can get caught up, get in the draft, and just hang on to that lucky dog spot for the caution or the stage. There's a few strategies here to bounce back. We'll make sure he gets caught up. Not worried.
Yeah, we got a long race. Not worried. Danny Jackson's looking strong out front. With Bailey Brennan and Bryce Keegan just...
There it is. Somebody sideways. Tyler's sideways.
Caution's out.
Caution's out. There it is. Lucky dog.
Lucky dog spot. You said Tyler Smith?
Yeah, he was one of them that got sideways. I'm trying to see what happened
I don't
here.
even see it. Tyler Smith. Looks like something back here with Wesley Biggs, potentially.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bit of a checkup with the lap car, with the broadcast car, and
Yeah, the 28 checked up. Broadcaster car is doing his thing, though. He's going slow up along the wall. We see the checkup there, and then, looks like Tyler Smith got a little bit of a turn from behind.
That's the old 16.
And then Tyler Smith is off the screen for a second. We lost him, and that's what threw out the yellow.
Here we go.
oh man! Not
Now
only
it's
did
time for
Tyler
pit
Smith
stops.
get turned, he ends up collecting his teammate in Austin Guerrero with it. Ugh.
Oof. Watching the old pit lane and see what we got going on. Here they come down pit lane. I think there's only a couple cars that stayed out. Let's take a look at the race off. Michael Prince may have did a drive-through. This should be a gas and go, I would think. Let's see Danny Jackson, Bailey Brennan coming out, Jamie Bernhardt, Bryce Keegan. Battle off pit road.
Yeah, it looks like Bryce lost a couple of spots there on that pit battle. That's unfortunate. He was running third most of the time, and I think that just put him probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't know. Jamin Bernhardt gained 5 spots off that pit stop. It's a good pit stop.
That's what I'm saying. He had a hell of a pit.
Yeah. Where's our pit strategy? You can see the positions gained. Looks like Michael Prince. Show Michael Prince up there in front. Not sure if he's going to wait for his go around or not. There he goes. They're doubled up now. After all the pit stops and everything, we got Danny Jackson in the lead. Outside of him, we got Bailey Brennan, the bucket boy. We got Jamin Bernhardt, who made a big jump off the pit lane. Bryce Keegan on the outside of him. And yeah, you also got Brian and Terry up there as well. So we're going to see if, what do you think? They're going to start elbows out now that they're double stacked again, or think they're going to single file it back up and get through some of these laps?
I think cautions breed cautions, and these next 5 laps are going to be the most dangerous, but after that I think they're going to straighten it back out. I think a lot of people understand that bottom line was cooking, and I think a lot of people are going to try to get to that bottom line, squeeze in where they can, and they're just going to let her go.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy restarts here in side draft as well, with people getting sideways in the front, trying to give it too much gas. But pace car is off, and we're about to go green again.
Green flag, green
Danny
flag.
Jackson's going to lead him into the restart zone. He gets rolling with 12 of Jamin Bernhardt behind him. Bailey Brandon, the bucket boy, on the outside, doesn't get a good restart, as the 21 of Bryce Keegan's going to go and dive to the inside line. As we see the 18 of Jackson, he's rolling out front.
Keep it rolling. He was our pick.
He was.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is I don't know if these guys are going to be good to the end of the stage on gas.
Is the broadcasting car good on gas?
I'm not going to give it away. But I see a few cars that are banged up. Uh-oh, the 51 gets hard into the outside wall. 1 and 2.
What happened to Danny Jackson? He just lost a couple spots.
Yeah, Danny Jackson did lose the lead to the 6 of Bucket Boy.
Anybody else hear that? Anybody else hear that bald eagle screech? It was the ping of freedom on my work phone and a crack of a beer instantaneously.
Oh, baby. There you go.
I got green light finally at 9:20 that I don't have to go in an hour and 10 minutes.
Shoo-wee.
Bucket Boy's leading them.
Followed by
Brian Bozick Sway.
Bozick Sway.
He is in second, pushing the 6.
Hey, Brian got some chat love in there on YouTube. We appreciate all the viewers tuning in and watching this. It's been pretty clean, pretty solid race so far.
Yeah, where'd this high line come from? This high line's actually starting to put in some work all of a sudden.
Hey, they're like, you know what, we can make this work.
I don't know if it's the bottom line that just can't seem to figure out the same line. Didn't you stay together and they're a little squirrely, or that top line is just working together like a charm and this track conditions are changing. I don't know what's going on, but that top line's not bad.
Looks like you could see the broadcast car made its way on the pit lane here on an alternate fuel strategy. Making something happen here. There's a few cars pitted. A few guys stayed out and opted for gas there, because it seems like the fuel strategy to be good for the end of the stage, the window is going to be very tight based on who can fuel save. So right now, I think the outside line is doing significantly better because the inside line isn't pushing due to a lack of fuel in the race car to make it to the stage. So we're going to see a charge here from this outside line. Some guys might not be looking at that fuel gauge like Jamin Bernhardt, and might be in some trouble for some gas.
That's why Danny Jackson fell back and tried to get in some draft.
Yeah, so it looks like the broadcast car, Travion Drake, Tyler Smith, and Wesley Biggs all on that alternate strategy. Don't see the broadcaster on the track. There he is. There's Colin Geyer doing his thing. back to lap down again, but lap down, rolling, in position again for the lucky dog.
I don't hate it. I mean, I can kind of see what's trying to conspire here. And, you know, we all voted, you know, Danny Jackson to win this, so I'm not saying Beetlejuice, 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 but
Danny Jackson is looking great out front in this race.
I tell you what, we can't talk enough about Danny Jackson. He is looking good.
Yes, sir. And it's one of those, it might be
Yellow flag is out.
Caution's out.
cautions out. I don't know, you know, I think Danny Jackson is right up there with Austin Grover, but I think his luck is going to change, you know, this second half. And I think Jamin Bernhardt is another one right there. These top 4 guys, you know, they've showed consistency. They've showed speed. You know, Bailey has joined the league late and, you know, has been fast since joining the league. Jamin has worked well with his teammates. We've known that with Daniel and Keith. I think Austin Guerrero has done really well. Won the All-Star race last week. So I think these guys are going to have a big turnaround. And I'm going to watch that points race. If we do have some repeat winners, I'm going to watch that points race really well because there's going to be some guys leapfrogging, I believe. But I think we are.
If you're sitting here and you're Brian Bozick, what if you come out and win this thing? And you're just a dark horse with a win all of a sudden under your belt.
That's the thing. It only takes one race. It only takes one good race. You know, Brian hasn't been able to make it last couple of weeks, but you know, somebody of that caliber, the talent in this league is phenomenal. You know, any single one of these guys can win a race every year or every week, and you just never know how that's going to spin this playoff race whenever there's been so many not so many different winners every week, except for Keith, who has won 2. And that's the thing. It's like, well, it takes that 18th to 20 spot, you know, to win a race, and then it's like, oh yeah, here we go. Now the points race is on, and it's gonna be wild to shake up. And we've seen a wild first half of Side Draft Racing League, so it's gonna be a wild finish. And then you throw this tournament in the mix, and it is just shoo, buddy.
So I got some intel from my driver on the track and talked to Colin, and it sounds like a few guys didn't grid. There was a driver that was given an EOL penalty at the start of the race, and then 3 or 4 drivers were off the pace of the field. They didn't extend the caution lap to start the race. So there was a few guys that kind of got the short end of the stick at the start, lost the draft, got laps down, and that included Michael Prince. It looks like he is back in it, and now the broadcaster, who was affected by that start incident with guys being slow, has now cycled his way again as the lucky dog, and that's going to put him at the tail end on the lead lap. So that's going to put the 996 broadcaster car back in contention, but it looks like Blevins, he should be in it, but Travion Drake is 2 laps down. Mummel looks like maybe out from that last caution. So we'll try and get the intel towards you fans at home. But Bailey Brannon, Danny Jackson, Brian Bozick, Jamin Bernhardt, and Bryce Keegan looking strong at the front of the field so far in this one. But the broadcaster is in 18th. Got himself back on the lead lap, back where he needs to be. You know, our guy can do his thing. I was very worried. It's very hard to do this while worrying about crew chiefing. I'm sitting here watching our guy in the back, and I'm like, what happened? I'm going in there checking out Colin. I'm freaking out. There's a lot going on in my head besides this all being a big event for us, me and Bubba.
This is a wild house right now.
This is the most anxious I've ever been for a race in my home. This is nuts. But now I can breathe a little bit and let Colin do his thing. Is now I don't even see him. This is tricky. But Bailey Brannon, he's going to lead him into the restart zone. Okay, there's Colin. He's on the track. Right?
Pace
Wrong.
car's off.
I don't see him.
Green, green, green.
I don't. There he
There
is. All right. So Danny Jackson's gonna lead him. That's the guy we're racing. Bailey
Bailey.
Brandon. He's the leader. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm freaked out.
For all
about
the viewers at home, this is
Andy's tweaking.
Andy's tweaking.
Andy's tweaking out.
Moose is over there just looking at Andy, watching like.
But
"Dad,
we
what
got
are you
about
freaking
12
out about?"
laps. 12 laps in the stage. Moose is sleeping. My wife's judging me. Oh, Terry Vincent sideways in the corner. Terry Vincent's wrecking. He's in the wall. Is that going to throw out the caution? Yes, it is. The caution is out. Terry Vincent sideways into turn.
Broadcast car is sideways. What happened?
No. What'd you just say?
What? It looks like
Oh, no.
nothing got him.
No. Looks like he had to check up for the wreck. But we saw this brew from the one of Terry Vincent as he got into the wall. And I think that started the chain reaction with multiple drivers getting wrecked. Terry Vincent, Daniel Miglin making that contact. Miglin into the one. The one almost saves it, but then the 88 and the 9 don't have anywhere to go. And then we could
It
see
looked like Ryan McClurg checked up as well.
a few drivers there in the wall off of turn number 4. We see the broadcast car like blinking in and out of the stream. Don't know what's going on with the connection potentially there. But you said he was sideways. Don't know what happened. I think he just slammed on the brakes.
He did, yeah, and he just got sideways from it, but definitely not good on the tires.
No. But he's still in the lead lap. As we're seeing the cars on pit road that were all involved from that incident. Looks like a few guys are now on pit lane. The leaders, though, doing their thing with the pit stop strategy. Very clear, cut, and dry what they need to do. But right now we're seeing a couple cars on pit road. Don't see our car. There he is. He seems okay. He's fine. Bailey Brandon, still your leader. I've never been this anxious for a sim race that I'm not racing in.
Hey, we got them.
This is what happens when 250 is on the line at home, folks. This is a lot for some sim racers here over this in-season tournament for B.A.C. Casting and Drafting, sponsoring that one. But Side Draft Racing League is definitely putting on a show for these drivers and giving them a cool opportunity.
Well, I think
Hey,
it's
Andy,
even
whenever
more
one of you
anxious
two
for
get a
us.
second, I sent you guys some settings in Discord to maybe fix the mic not picking things up, and it may help.
I don't think it's like on our end. Everything seems to be doing good.
Yeah,
From
it's
our
just
input.
Discord. So I hope the stream isn't have you guys cutting out like it like Discord does. So
Okay.
It's probably just me.
Okay, we'll see. We'll watch it back, and if not, it's just a one-time
That is
microphone
true.
effect.
Sorry,
play with
I got a little OCD on it, and I was like, all right, what can I do?
Well, you got the Halo's Optimal Racing in that second row right there,
Yeah, 2 cars from HOR.
and Halo is nowhere to be found.
No Halo tonight. Not in the chat like normal. Not in the race. No Halo.
Can we get a
MIA.
wellness check? Can we get a wellness check on Halo?
I don't know. We might have to.
Send
Send
it
him
out.
a little texty text.
And then we got the 3 other teammates of Michael. No, not Michael. Daniel Miglin and Keith Fallon and Jamin Barnhart behind there. So this could be interesting to see if maybe Danny Jackson and Bailey Brennan team up, and you can start seeing some team strategies here if they try getting lined up with each other and
Absolutely.
on the inside and the outside with battle. Situated. Oh, pace car's off. Never mind.
Yep.
We're moving.
Pace car is off.
Green flag, green flag.
Bucket Boy, he's leading them again through the Geico restart zone. That is your leader, Bailey Brannon, leading a majority of this race, looking very strong out front.
He's one of those guys we talked about on that bubble of the playoff picture, and he gets a win tonight. That'll pretty much cement that, huh?
Yeah, that will cement his ability to get to the playoffs. Looks like the 996 broadcaster mobile is good. Don't have to worry about us. We're just riding,
Yeah, we're moving, boys.
riding the wave now. Now we're rolling. We're in the draft. Andy's building watch. The race is starting to become more and more active as we get going, as we're seeing some shuffling in the front of the field. You see Bailey Brandon getting a good push again from Brian Bozek. Jamin Bernhardt third. Bernhardt having a fantastic run so far tonight. He's got the teammate in the rearview mirror. That is the 40 of Keith Fallon. He's looking good in that throwback paint scheme tribute to his father. I love it. The more I see it, the more I love it. It's a sick paint scheme. And then in fifth, that's a driver that we have not talked about much tonight. That's Nolan McClurg in that 16 ESPN Cats machine for University of Kentucky. And Michael Prince, after that early incident from the race start, is finally gotten himself on the lead lap, up 16 spots. He's in the 6th spot. Here comes the 31 purple machine, the Intimidator. He is rolling towards the front, but Danny Jackson charging hard on the outside line as they make their way down the back straightaway. Jackson getting a push there behind from the number, I believe, what is that green machine? Different paint scheme. 57, that's Austin Norris, the sidetrack king, who he has been dubbed by us from Daytona. 57 of Norris could be making some moves tonight as the Miglin car hard into the wall. He's got some cosmetic nose damage, and Blevins slams the wall as they make their way out of the tri-oval. Oh my gosh, that hurts.
That's too close
That's
back
not
here to
very
that broadcast for our liking.
Well, it looks like our
Yeah.
boy has dropped back a little bit. Broadcaster playing smart. Chris Mackey also doing the same. Tyler Smith, he's off the pace slightly, riding it out in the back. He's a couple laps down. The 14 also back there, but the lead at the front for Brandon and Bozek, they are like two June bugs on a hot summer day, just close up together, working well, pushing hard. That bottom line is dominant. It's going to be hard to pass until the end of the stages here when these guys start shuffling and losing their drafting partners, start working with somebody new, and that's when we start seeing the wrecks. Right now, they're still happy, content working together for those stage points in stage number 1, but couple laps left here. Lap 41.
Austin Guerrero's in the wall. Should be
Guerrero
another
in the
flag
wall.
coming out here.
The yellow flag is out.
Caution's
There
out.
it is.
Austin Guerrero.
Man, we were just talking about him having luck, too. See what happens when we say people's names?
Dude.
Danny Jackson.
Oh, man.
Yep, there's a 45.
Ooh, hard.
He was in line there. Looks like there was a Taco checkup. Collected him. See what happens to the 45. Guerrero just doing his thing, rolling. And then Jamin was just like, dude, get in line.
What happened?
I'm trying to help you.
What happened to Jamin? Jamin
Oh,
was up
Danny
there.
Jackson got a little clip there. And then the 14, who we just talked about, got involved.
Oof.
But Guerrero, that's going to hurt that Lurler's machine. This could be the stage.
Oh, man. Yeah, it
This
looks like the
could be the
14
stage
checked
because-
up those brakes, locked the brakes up, and then just decided he wanted to go a little off-road and into the grass.
This might
He's got to try to get all that
be
dirt off them tires now.
this might be the stage. Looking at the lap count, they might call it and just opt to go to stage 2.
They did extend it. I do see that they extended the yellow, which makes me think that they probably
So
did.
yeah, there's a lucky dog going. I think that was the stage. Make sure our guy knows what he needs to know.
Crew Chief Andy.
Let me bring up Tyler and we'll find out.
Copy.
Everybody is free to pit
Hello.
without losing spots. Hello.
That is a stage break, we assume. We just want to make sure
Yes,
we get it
sir.
right on the stream.
Yep, that is stage.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. We will send you back.
All right.
All right.
Here comes the race off pit road, or on the pit road, I should say.
Soon as Bailey gets off of pit road, or actually, shit, I'm probably behind, aren't I? Yep. As soon as Bailey gets off of pit road, we'll bring him up, see what he's got to say about his stage win. It's another dominant performance by the Bucket Boy himself. This dude is a monster.
The old bucket boy and his race cushions.
Yep.
Big
Drivers are finally
fast.
making their way towards pit road. Go ahead and pull up our pit strategy, and here we go. The Bucket Boy is making his way on pit road. You can see Brian Bozick in second, up 11 spots at the end of stage number 1. That was the stage. Brandon is the stage winner. Congrats, Bailey Brandon, on getting the stage W. Stage number 1 of the in-season tournament. The points don't matter. It's the finishing position.
For the tournament.
For the tournament.
For the tournament.
For the playoffs, points matter.
Points matter.
For Bailey Brandon, that's a good 10-point bonus to get.
Yeah. Considering Bailey's 3 races down, some of these drivers, yeah, everything you can get, because you don't even want to be close to that cut line.
Couple guys, fuel only. Seems like a few drivers are opting for only gas. You can see now the guys making their way off pit road that took tires. Mixed bag of strategies. Very mixed bag. Keith Fallon wins the race off of pit road. You can see the 996 took some tires there. And then a few guys now fixing a little bit of damage. Tyler Smith, Trevion Drake, both victims.
Well, you guys ready to bring Bailey up here?
Yeah, let's get him.
Bailey, it's all boys in the booth. How, you got a copy?
Sure do.
Congratulations, Bailey. You got the stage win, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I got to shout out my teammates out at Sky Motorsport for that one because they sure helped me out a lot. And Brian, he helped me out a lot too. He PM'd me. He said, "I got you." I was like, "All right, man."
All right.
Hey,
That's cool.
It's better than making enemies, as we've seen as of late with a lot of these drivers. So if you can find somebody that's going to be cool, we're going to. Yeah, it's about as as worth as gold.
Yeah, we saw this week in practice. It's very difficult to pass that bottom line looking good, but you don't know what's going to happen at the end of the race. When guys start leaving you behind, that's when it's going to mix everything up. But what's your take so far for stage 2? Are you just going to try and ride the wave?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to ride the wave. I got a stage win. I like to get another one, but the main focus is stage points. So whether if that's 1 or whether if that's 10, I'm happy with that. If I can't get a win this year, I'd at least like to point my way into the playoffs. So that's just the main focus right now.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like you guys are getting ready to go 1 to green, so congrats on the stage win. Maybe we'll hear from you some more tonight. Otherwise, get after it. Race hard. Have fun, buddy.
Thank you,
Bailey.
good luck, Bailey.
That is Bailey Brannon, stage number 1 winner. Calls himself the Blazing Bucket out of Tallahassee, Florida, in the Florida State Machine. I love that nickname.
Blazing Bucket. We've got to put that on the side of his car somewhere.
Oh, that would be great. He needs a whole paint scheme for that, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's kind of like Trackhouse's jockey. Just have a guy sitting on a bucket on a sim rig inside the car.
We could have AI cook something up for that.
Yeah.
Pace car is going to be off as the cars make their way towards the tri-oval. The number 40 Ford of Keith Fallon is going to lead them. Terry Vincent.
Terry.
He's on the outside. If Vincent can get a run, he might challenge Keith here for that top spot. But Chris Mackey in the 9, after a little bit of damage early on, is back into the front of the field as we're seeing Jamin 3 wide.
3 wide.
Oh gosh. It's got me nervous. Right in front of our guy. They're 3 wide. Bernhardt sinking like a rock on the top side. Geyer, he's going to be friendly and let him go, but now he's 3 wide. It looks like the broadcaster car is just going to drop to the back. Jamin's still 3 wide. Thought we were going to see some fireworks there. Keith, though, has maintained the lead. Chris Mackey in second. They're going to work together. Terry Vincent has dropped to the bottom. Brian Bozick getting a good push on the top side from Michael Prince, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to challenge those leaders working the bottom line. The bottom is looking very dominant tonight as we're seeing a lot of cars that just ride that storm out, stay down there, and work their way past all of the guys on the top. You can just get easy track position staying on the bottom early in these runs. It's very difficult to challenge on the top side.
Yes.
It's hard to draft here. It's very different than what you're accustomed to at some racetracks. Buddy Moose is cuddling our broadcaster, Bubba.
That's all right. He can cuddle all he wants.
He is wiggling his way through the couch in between us, threading the needle. Just like Chris Mackey's looking to potentially thread the needle and try and get Keith Fallon for the lead, but I think they're going to just stay hand in hand and work together, as they know that top side has a difficult time passing. The bottom line is very strong, very dominant. We're seeing a very classic pack race.
Brian.
And Brian Bozick, hard
yes.
wreck. That was big. That
It looks like
collected
the
a lot of cars.
broadcaster
They're
car
still
got out of
wrecking.
it pretty unscathed.
Jamin Bernhardt, Tyler Smith, Michael Prince, Justin Mummel, Danny Jackson. A lot of cars involved. I don't think the broadcaster got hurt there.
He stayed clean.
He stayed clean. I think he was just slow. But we'll see who was all affected from this. It started with
Brian and Michael Prince.
Brian Bozick, Michael Prince.
Nolan
Hard
McClurg.
contact for McClurg. That's going to hurt.
Collects his teammate.
Danny Jackson, did he skid through that
no.
unscathed? It's hard to tell. No, Jackson got sideways. And then he got some contact from the 28. Oh, no. But Michael Prince got bounced around like a pinball in that.
Oof.
That's a lot of contact.
Tyler Smith got collected.
Tell you what, we might have a good view from the broadcaster car and his onboard. Let's take a look and see how our boy Colin decided to ride this one out. This is on board with the broadcaster, Colin.
What we
He
call
saw it all
very
unfold
safe.
in front of him and just said, nope,
Yep.
no thank you.
Yep.
Tyler Smith is not having his night. Colin just parked it.
He said,
You know what?
No, sir.
Way to be, Colin. And oh no, Danny Jackson kept wrecking there. Oh shoot, that hurts.
Those hurt.
Well, we're back with the race leader. That is Keith. Keith's out front. But a lot of guys are now on pit road as a result of that caution. We can see Danny Jackson, the pole sitter, into his stall. Looks like he's going to take his fast repair, his one and only. Tyler Smith on pit road again. Stephen Blevins, Michael Smith, Tyler Cadd, Brian Bozick. A few guys making their way in and out of pit road. Prince is going to use that fast repair. He's out of one. Go ahead and see what happened to Keith.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're creeping up on that eight cautions. How many we got, Jer?
I think we are now sitting at this is 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think 4?
I think we're at 4. I think we're at 4.
4. We're going to go with it. We're watching the old, field. Chris Mackey staying on that outside. You got Keith, number 1. Chris Mackey, Terry Vincent, Bailey Brennan, Nolan McClurg, Ryan McClurg. McClurg's have worked their way back up there. It does look like Nolan has a little front end damage from that last wreck, so that'll be interesting to see if that affects his drafting and ability to stay with the field. But
Yeah, it's definitely going to affect that. Definitely going to affect that radiator and that temperature of that engine if that thing's all crunched up for sure. He's going to have to take some sort of damage right here because that thing is going to get, swarmed by cars that are clean pretty quick.
yes, for sure, and that's where even if try to get on pit lane and just not even use your fast repair, but at least be able to try to fix some of that front end damage a little bit.
Yeah, because he's got front and back damage, I think. I think his rear is all tore up too. Yeah, he's got a pretty gnarly dent back there as well. So he got sandwiched at some point.
Yeah, yep. Well, I think they're stacked up, and I think their pace car is going to be off this time around, huh?
Yeah, I gotta make a quick pit stop for a new Zinni.
Oh, pit stop. News ends in. Little lip pillow. If you want to win, put a lipper in. That's gold. Pace cars off. Keith Fallon, Chris Mackey, bring him into the restart zone. And we are green. Keith gets out to a good start. Chris Mackey didn't get a bad start on that outside. Ryan McClurg jumps into that inside lane fast. Behind Nolan McClurg. He's got some damage. but it looks like Chris Mackey and Bailey Brennan, the bucket boy, are going to stay on that outside lane, see if they can't do some work.
Yeah, they're going to get strung out, and I think everyone's going to do what they need to do to get single file to, just keep the cars clean. Without that fast repair, we're not even 100 laps into this race.
Yeah.
There's still over 100 to go. You've got to just pump the brakes, get in line, and drive and log laps. That's the point that some of these guys need to really get to. It's too early to challenge. Log some laps.
Yeah, but we're getting late in the season, Andy. They need some stage wins too.
Yeah,
Are they going to try to get some points?
it's hard to try and think about the playoffs, right? There's still a few laps or races to go, but for me, right now in this race, I would be logging laps if I was involved in anything on this racetrack, because we know in this league it's bound to have more. With the way and how hard these guys push each other on the racetrack, we're gonna see more of it. It's gonna happen. It's Atlanta. It's a drafting track. I know it's good to work with guys at the front to see what you need to do in the race, but you've got to be smart. You've got to keep all four wheels under you. As you see our boy in the 996, I'm at the end of the line. I got a clean car. I've kept it for the lead lap for the most part. We're just gonna log our laps and finish the race on the lead lap. That's all we need to do, and I think we'll be fine.
I think it's looking good. And the disadvantage that we have, a lot of people don't talk about, is we don't get to run with these guys a whole lot. Sometimes we hop in some practice races, but these guys get to race with each other, every week, and we don't get to do that often. So.
There's the 11 hard into the wall. Chris Mackey, though, he's working the outside line. We haven't seen many guys make it work. With this being a night race, there's an opportunity early in the run to make up spots along the outside wall, or the outside line. Sorry, you can get a good run, but the time to do that is very short while the tires are still fresh. You have to make that run early, and you have to have enough guys up there with you to get momentum. When you've got more cars in a line like they are right now on the bottom, it is extremely difficult to get a run together to challenge for the lead unless you get a good push. But Bailey Brandon, who's been fast all night, looks like he's giving a good push. Vincent needs to kind of give Keith a little shove here to keep him out front. Otherwise, they are going to get challenged.
I think anybody that has been in front of Bailey Brennan has got a good push. That boy has been pushing everybody.
Bailey
tonight.
is looking extremely good. Danny Jackson, we saw involved in that caution on the last one. He has now cycled his way back towards the front. He's the pole sitter, been well within the top 10. He's going to be a hard guy to beat. Danny Jackson is very, very fast. Our pick to win tonight. Looking very good. Tyler Smith, though, after all of the misfortune he's had, laps down, cautions, damage, etc., he's in third. Good for you, Tyler. He always bounces back from adversity every single week. I like to see it out of Tyler Smith. And that's why he is one of the top 4 or 5 guys in the points, because he keeps a level head and he completes every single lap like it's the last one. The kid just drives the darn wheels off the race car and does a good job every single race.
He's even been accused of sandbagging by one in our own Legion, Jared.
Yeah,
Barrett.
Jared always says he's sandbagging.
Let's not act like he didn't qualify at an average of P20 until we brought it to his attention.
Yeah.
All I'm saying was maybe somebody called him out on it.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, okay.
Nolan McClurg with that nose damage, the draft is going to help him out. But if Nolan gets to the back of this pack, like you could see that gap between him and Tyler in the bottom line kind of struggling from that. I think Nolan could be in trouble, so he has to fight to stay at the front. Terry Vincent hooks Tyler Smith.
Bailey Brennan,
who we just talked about. What?
What's happening?
What happened to Terry? No.
Him and Tyler.
Off of turn, Tyler Smith got to the outside of Vincent. And they just Frito-Lay to the wall. Shit. Taki mushrooms. Sorry. Family friendly. And then there's the Bucket Boy.
Bucket Boy, yep.
There's Bozic, Cad, Colomata, 45 of Guerrero. Got a little bit of that. We just talked about Brandon. Every time it happens, I swear, we are We are the witch doctors, dude. We don't have a die cast that is our voodoo doll, I swear, but it just happens.
We're not at my house.
It happens, dude.
You go get one.
Bubba's got a lot of die-cast cars. If you haven't seen Bubba's die-cast collection, it's an entire shelf built around the top of the room, all 4 walls, and it's like a little racetrack, and it's covered in cars, and it's cool. I love it personally, but man, it's a lot of race cars, Bubba. He's got a plug. He's got a die-cast plug.
I added to the collection the other day too.
He did add more. He got more, Jarrett. We got to slow this dude down. He's got more than me, and that's a problem. My wife is shaking her head in agreement to that statement. Slow down, Bubba.
Nah, we're fine.
Keith Fallon and the McClurgs are going to stay out. Tyler Cadd, Tyler Smith stay out. Chris Mackey, he's going to win the race off of pit road. So we're going to see Prince and the 996
Kyle.
staying clean and green on the lead lap, baby. That's all we need tonight, Colin.
Yes, sir.
Keep it up.
Come on.
Keep it up. Danny Jackson's in 8th, looking good. I know we kind of like joked about Danny Jackson, like, because we're evil, right? We're just saying it because, you know, we're like, oh, we could curse him, but at the same time, I'm like, Danny Jackson does look good. He's actually starting to get me concerned.
Dude, he's been racing with us
Danny
a lot.
Jackson is running a good race. He looks very good. Keith is pitting now. Nolan McClurg's staying out. He's going to be the leader.
Front end damage?
But yeah, he's got that nose pushed in. He's got his dad behind him. Nolan and Ryan 1-2. Danny Jackson, that's going to bump him up a couple spots. Broadcaster car is in the top 10. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's looking good. It's looking good.
Don't say that.
I keep showing it on the stream. Everybody at home, it's like, oh, the broadcasters finally have a car. That's all they're going to show. Well, yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried. We're racing for $250 for the next 4 races in the in-season tournament. And, yeah, for anybody that's a sim racer, I mean, that's a lot of schmeckles. See,
It's a lot of schmeckles.
You could do, if you're Bryce Keegan, that's like 15 allowances for the youngster, dude. He's like, $250 is a lot of money. That's a half an Xbox for Bryce.
Hey, you know what? $250. That'd also buy you a lot of diecast.
As a kid, I don't even know how many lawns I would have to mow for $250. But quiet about the cars, dude.
Well, I tell you what, man, these damn kids nowadays, they're charging like $40-50 to cut a damn lawn.
$50
It's not like it was back in our
dude?
day. I know, I was cutting lawns for $15-20.
We're gonna put the $250 down for our Z-Track mower and start cutting lawns. Then,
I
Jared.
know it. That's what I'm saying.
Here we are, B.A.C. lawn care. Maybe Justin Mummel does have it figured out with
Hey.
Mummel's lawn care. Dude.
Justin, you need some hiring? We got you,
If
buddy.
you're in Middle Tennessee and you got a lawn, Mummel's Lawn Care's got you covered. Oh boy, we talked about that.
I got a Kubota too. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Kubota.
These damn kids, too, I tell you what, they'll be like, oh, I don't have any cash on me. They'll be like, what you got, Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay? I'll take it all.
Take it all.
I think the 51 is out. I haven't seen him on the track in a while, Blevins. I think he's out. No, he's in. I just haven't seen his car for a while.
He's on the lead lap.
I think he got that damage and kind of got cycled. But hey, Colin and
Green
Bryce
flag,
up there
green
on the top.
flag.
Nolan McClurg, though, he's leading them through the restart zone. With that damage, good for you, Nolan. Nolan's keeping it rolling.
Nolan keeping it rolling.
And his dad's going to tuck right in behind him. I expected that. They are very good when they race with us in the trucks. Nolan and Ryan are so good. And I have a lot of respect for the way that they race in the truck series with us. They look really, really good tonight, working together out front. That's scary. They're a scary duo.
And they know how to work well together.
They probably
Just like I
spent
said.
all week drafting each other. Nolan's got back end damage too, but the 45 is slow on the high side. That's going to be Guerrero again. It's like the Guerrero curse every single week. He always gets in something. I feel bad for him. But the 16 is going to lead him down the backstretch as we're seeing a lot of guys get strung out. Terry Vincent a little bit off the pace. Travion Drake, Tyler Smith back there. A few cars starting to lose the pack. Potential damage. I think that's Blevins behind as well.
Yep, there's Blevins.
What just happened to Noel McClurg? There he is. He lost connection from us for a second, but he's still out front. Don't you worry. We're seeing that bottom line, dude. It's been doing all night, working well together. We're going to go ahead and do that static view. I think we're going to get some single file laps logged here towards the end of the stage, but Vincent is very, very slow. I think he's just saving the fastest there in the race. Danny Jackson running well within the top 10. He's looking good in that pink machine. He's been up front all night, full sitter.
And I just wanted to verify, and you are correct. Everybody that is in the tournament is still on the lead lap.
That's awesome.
No freebies given out this week, I tell you what.
Well, I got the tournament bracket pulled up here. We'll just go through some matchups. We're starting at the top left of the bracket. We're going to go Daniel Miglin versus Brian Matthews, Ryan McClurg, Keith Fallon, Austin Norris against Michael Prince, Terry Vincent against Nolan McClurg. And then swapping over to the east side, we got Bryce Keegan and Tyler Cadd, Stephen Blevins and Jamin Bernhardt, Chris Mackey and Tyler Smith, broadcaster card against Danny Jackson. So kind of refresh, that way you can kind of watch the matchups if you remembered all that.
I think the big one to look at is Daniel Miglin and Brian Matthews. They are currently 10 and 11 fighting each other for that spot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
there's a lot of race left. A lot of race left for these guys to get it sorted out. We're in the middle of the second stage, and the way that these guys are finally starting to settle in, I would say right now is the most settled we've seen the front of the field all night. Everybody's pretty content with running in line. A few guys starting to make some runs on the high side, but it's not going to do anything from the back of the pack. You're going to lose so much draft and lose those guys up front. You've just got to stay in line and ride for a couple laps here until the guys at the front get out of line. I mean, right now, though, Nolan and Ryan are putting on a clinic of how to do it, very similar to Bozic and Brandon in stage number 1. But that 16 Cats machine is looking good. That Chevrolet, love seeing those Chevys out front, baby. Chevrolet all day.
That front end damage and all.
Curious what's going to happen with Chevrolet next year in actual NASCAR, because the Camaro is no longer in production. So what is going to be the new Cup car for Chevrolet? That is a big question mark for next season for the 2026
Corvette
Cup Series. Corvette would be wicked.
Sweet.
What,
Is
you
Jeff
guys
Gordon
don't
in
like
this
the Chevy Cruze? Come on, what are we doing here?
Oh, well, we can go back to some old school, dude. Some Chevy Cobalt, dude.
Oh, some Cobalts? Cobalt SS out there?
Let's go. Had one, missed mine.
Yeah, single file, they all run. There are, I believe, 18 cars on the lead lap at the moment. Right now, your top 5, Nolan McClurg with father Ryan McClurg in tow, then Tyler Cadd, Chris Mackey, Danny Jackson. Then you got Austin Norris, Bryce Keegan, Brian Bozic, Michael Prince, and Brian Matthews rounding out the top 10. Good run for Matthews tonight. We usually see him have some trouble at some of the racetracks, but we'll go ahead and do a little crank it up section for you.
Ooh, David from YouTube.
Bringing back the Monty.
Carlo.
Oh, Nolan and Ryan McClurg, they're going to dive towards pit road.
There they go.
They're going to pit for gas.
Do they take the damage off, or they just?
I don't know what they're doing out there.
You can't. No,
That's
you
going to
can't
put him in
take
an
the
awkward
damage.
cycle, but now here comes Danny Jackson, the pole sitter. He has worked his way up to the 3rd spot. Now we might
Oh my God!
new challenge.
The yellow flag
No,
is
the
out.
McClurgs wrecked each other trying to get into the pit lane.
No!
Bro,
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Yeah, I think now you take the damage.
now you take the damage. That's even if they have the fast repair left. Maybe that's why.
Oh, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan was too hard on it.
Ryan snapped it. Oh,
Oh.
right to the side of Nolan, who already had enough damage on that car. Yikes.
Yeah, I think that was a fast repair.
That is a fast repair now for Nolan McClurg. Oh, sorry. There we go. Get the ticker up. See what's going on out there. Tyler Cadd, the leader, he's going to dive towards pit road.
So Ryan is out of fast repairs, it looks like, and he's just gonna have to limp that car around. Yeah, he's limping a very severely front right damaged car out of pit lane.
Sorry, Shelby Guerrero. It was it's Moose. It's Andy's puppy.
That is Moose.
He loves the squeaky
Moose
toy.
dog. He is squeaking. He is active. He is in the background. Moose is
Ace Allison, I thought it was
Moose is on the loose in the house.
We've also amped him up because we got a lot of people in the house too.
Yeah, Moose is on the loose. See the pit lane battle here. A few guys on different strategies. You can see the broadcaster doing something very different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Should have enough to make it to the end of the stage. A few guys, though, mixing it up for what they need to do for stage number 3. There is fast repairs, but there are guys that are out of fast repairs. David, for your clarification in the chat.
Am I reading that correctly? The broadcaster went 62 laps without tires?
Maybe.
You're the one with the graphic pulled up.
We're going to put that away. I don't want the drivers to know my strategy calls for what we are doing out there, Jared. Smoke him if you got him.
Yeah.
Shelby, he's been cuddling me on the couch as well.
Yeah, Moose is all over.
He's gotten a whole bunch of snuggles today.
Mm-hmm.
But
Moose is loose. The sandwiches are flowing.
the
Cold
57.
drinks. Yeah, look at that. 18 of Danny Jackson. He's back to the point. Started on the point, and he's back to the point.
I think he's the first time that we've had a agreement among the broadcasters for the pick for tonight's race.
Danny Jackson. Yeah, looking
Danny
great.
Jackson, looking great.
Look
Danny
at him.
Jackson
Look
could
at
be
him
the
go.
guy to break the curse.
Paul, dude, he could.
Or we could just keep saying his name and who knows?
Beetlejuice,
And
Beetlejuice.
then they do what they did at the All-Star race. They spin the tires on the restart and bam.
Oh no.
But when the checkers turn into wreckers, we'll see what happens tonight. Broadcaster is in the top 10. You can see that bright yellow-black machine working his way towards the front.
Austin Norris going away from the Callaway machine.
Yeah, Austin Norris got
Go
the
Daddy.
57 GoDaddy Danica Patrick car. I wonder who gave him that idea.
Oh, God.
I get it now. Now it makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Man, we got the vanilla car. We got the GoDaddy
I
car.
forgot about that.
Oh
If
man.
anybody was wondering if the drivers watch this stream back, if that's any indicator, I don't know what is.
Oh, that's funny. That's good. Oh man, the nerves are still high because the man we are racing for the in-season tournament isn't first. Danny Jackson putting on a clinic of how to do it at Atlanta. He's been at the front all day long, looking very good. But Bryce Keegan and Brian Bozick, those two HOR cars in the second row, Bryce and Brian are good. They're looking really good tonight.
They are. They've worked well together. They've worked well with other people at the front. Brian did. Bryce does have a little bit of.
Somebody said that they got better handling in Mario Kart in the chat. As Danny Jackson's going to lead him into the restart zone. That 18 pink Ford is going to get him rolling here as we go green. Lap 79 of 167 for Side Draft Racing League.
This is the.
And there goes the 57 on the outside of Austin Norris. He's going to work his way around Danny Jackson. Then Brian Bozick, he's going to follow him, and they're going to get to the front 1-2. Bozick has been the strong pusher tonight. He pushed Bailey Brandon to the stage win in stage number 1. Austin Norris, he's in the 57, and he's out front. But Chris Mackey is getting help from the 28 of Brian Matthews' Lucky Charms car. They're on the outside line. That number 9 Coca-Cola machine throwback to Bill Elliott from Chris Mackey. Here he comes.
Ford Burst Chevy. Inside lane is a bunch of Fords and a bunch of Chevys on the outside.
Yep.
But that bottom line is just, it's fast.
Found him roadside ditch.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Brian has been.
The 11 of Travion Drake, he's in the wall. They're 3 wide back there now. He's making contact with a few cars. Travion Drake is in the wall again. He is going towards the back. He's going to slam the wall coming out of the tri-oval. He gets into Tyler Smith. He gets into Ryan Castleberry. We stay green. The guys are able to keep it under him for now, but Travion Drake is well off the pace. Chris Mackey challenging for the lead. They're getting the run on the outside line. He's getting the push from the 28 as the 9, the 28, and the 31 of Michael Prince challenging on the outside. On the inside, the 57 of Austin Norris and 27 of Bozick. Mackey, he's got to run, hard charging on the outside line. He's going to get the lead at the stripe, and he's probably going to dive down to the inside ahead with the help from Matthews, but Matthews is going to stay up there. Now he's going to challenge for the lead. Let's see if Michael Prince can push him to the front, but the 9 of Mackey looking great in that 9 Camaro. Here he goes.
Yes, sir.
I said 9 a lot there, didn't I?
You did.
I
That's
said
all right.
9.
It's 9. It's the 9.
It's 9 o'clock, I think, or later than that for some here on the East Coast. It's late at night. Night race at Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Ryan Matthews and Michael Prince on the outside.
These drivers are going to battle here under the lights. Next 4 races, they're battling for $250. The momentum has shifted. The outside line, they are working, and they are going faster than the inside line. First time we've seen that all night. Brian Matthews now is going to get a great push from the 31 of Prince. Miglin, though, he's in the wall. That's the 4. He's going to be slow. They're 3 wide back there now through the tri-oval. We'll see if Miglin can work his way back in the line. Yes, he does. The 996 broadcaster machine's going to let him slide in front of him. Mackey is still at the point as the high side has fallen apart from Miglin getting into the wall. 57 of Norris, though, he is looking good on the inside. Lost the lead to Mackey, but now let's see if he can push him to the stage win as we are in the closing laps here of stage numero dos at Atlanta.
Yes, sir. I don't think Mackey's getting as good a push from Austin Norris as Brian Bozick, but they get close and get a good push, and the outside gets a good run back and forth racing right here. So
Absolutely.
hopefully everybody can keep her straight, and
They're racing hard at the
they
front.
are racing hard at the front.
Very,
Yeah, Michael
very
Prince
hard.
is putting on his best Intimidator impression right now.
This is the closest we've seen them together all night.
Yes. And
Seen a battle.
that's the thing. Everybody's figured out that, oh, hey, this outside line may be doing something, so let's try it out. That's why there's more people up there on that outside line trying to make some moves. Michael Prince is pushing.
Michael Prince is on Brian Matthews' ass, saying, "We gotta go, buddy."
Yep.
So is the 91.
Tyler Cadd also.
Look at the 3 of those
Oh,
cars.
yeah.
Way closer together than the inside line. That's what's giving them that run. Oh, no, the 4 of Miglin. He gets sideways off of turn number 4. That's going to cause the caution to come out.
Oh no.
We see the 996. That's our boy. We'll see what happened to him. I think he just spun into the grass and locked it down off the corner. Might have caused him a set of tires, but didn't cause him the race. As we saw Miglin hit hard, that's what threw out the caution. Geyer locked the tires down. Missed the contact.
Yes.
As we see Jamin
my.
Bernhardt involved in that as well. Bryce Keegan just said, "I'm out." He dropped to the back of the field. He knew the wreck was coming, and Geyer and Jamin so close. Oh, man. We'll have to check
And
on
that
Colin.
don't get your blood pumping.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you
that's
what, I'll
got my
take a
blood.
set of tires over at Fast Repair any day.
That's got my blood pumping here.
Oh my.
That was close.
Is that gonna take us to the stage?
I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. Let me get some intel.
Intel. Crew Chief Andy, get on radio. Oh. So if this is the end of the stage, we got Chris Mackey, Brian Matthews, Austin Norris, Michael Prince, Brian Bozick, Tyler Cadd, Danny Jackson, Keith Fallon, Bailey Brennan, and Stephen Blevins has worked his way back up in the top 10. And I think that's
Yeah.
I think that's how it might end if this is the end of the stage. We'll wait for our intel to come back, but that's some solid points for some guys in the points battle.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Mackey needs it as well. He's one of those drivers sitting around that fringe line. I see it's still 2 at least to the stage break, so I'm wondering what they're going to do.
Looks like Ryan Matthews is on the outside, but I think he's been just kind of hanging.
We're going to see a
there as
challenge here. I
well.
think we're going to the end of 95 for the stage, so we are going to go green one more time. Get a
Okay.
couple of laps logged before the end of stage number 2. Whew.
We got David in the booth.
Hey, just to let you guys know, that's not the end of the stage.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Copy.
David. We're going to 95, correct?
Or Tyler Admin.
You heard there, folks. We are going to go green again. They are stacking up.
I think we're going to 90 or 95, something like that. We'll see. David from the race control or admin side of the house letting us know that we still got a couple laps to go. We always wonder if it's the
95.
end of the stage.
Yeah.
95.
95. All right. So a couple laps left here. Chris Mackey working with Austin Norris in the 57, but got to get a good restart.
Yep, because that Brian Matthews and that Michael Prince and that Purple People Eater machine, they were working real well on the outside together. So Austin Norris has got to get up there and really work with Chris Mackey here on this restart and try to get out there and get some stage points, get ahead of Brian Matthews and for a 1-2 spot. But you know them boys are going to be pushing
So
hard
if-
on this last couple.
If you're
laps
Brian
for this thing.
Bozick here,
Oh,
do you
big
try to
checkup.
fight for? Do you try to fight for a stage, or do you try to fight for the long run here?
Long run. Long run.
Long run.
Long run. If I'm not going to win this stage, I'm dropping back. You have to. We got 5 laps to figure it out who's going to win stage number 2.
Chris Mackey went up high.
Good restart from Mackey.
I think Mackey knows if he's got those cold tires, he can take that high line pretty good, pretty early.
A little bit of shuffling going on there. But the Prince machine, that 31, is giving a big shove to the number 28, Brian Matthews. They're going to challenge. 57 of Norris, though. He's tucked in now behind Mackey. Give him a push there in the bottom. Here we go. Chris Mackey's leading him into turn number 1 and 2.
Top.
57 of Norris is giving him a push. Bozick, he's in third. The top line has dissipated, but the 18 of Danny Jackson now working his way again into the top 5. Looking great tonight. Started out on pole. But the number 9 of Chris Mackey, he's leading him here at Atlanta. Looking like Bill Elliott or Chase Elliott out there. Don't know which one. Seeing double or maybe even triple.
Yeah, that top line has kind of fizzled out.
No
and
challenge.
No challenges
Yeah.
here. They're just going to stay single file and collect some stage points and hopefully stay green.
Tyler Smith.
Tyler Smith and Bailey Brown are
He's racing hard.
racing hard, yep.
Tyler Smith is racing really hard.
I believe that's because who they got in the tournament? Chris Mackey is who's Tyler Smith's opponent is in the tournament, so trying to keep that in mind. We do have a long race and a lot of things could happen.
Ryan
But-
McClurg just set the fastest lap of the race. He's in 10th in the line of cars here. So you know these guys are starting to push.
Tyler Smith got Bailey Brendan and is now working on Danny Jackson.
Yeah, Tyler Smith. We could check back here a couple rows as we see Smith and Brannon working pretty well to try and keep the dual lines behind. Smith swings up towards the high side, trying to see if there's any takers that want to challenge for the lead, but there are none doing it.
Up on the outside. Ooh, he's going to try to sneak back in there, but
No
Keith,
help.
Shut the door on that.
Keith did shut the door. 28, Matthews, he dropped to the inside line.
Here we go. Here's a matchup that we haven't seen since Pocono?
Yeah, 31 behind the 23.
The old purple people here.
Oh boy.
Behind 23 again.
This is it. That was the last lap of stage number 2. Chris Mackey is going to lead him down the back straightaway, getting a push. The old 57. Danny Jackson, though, he's going to the high side, and no, the 57.
There's Brian Bojic, I think.
They're
was,
wrecking. Chris Mackey wins the
Yellow flag
stage,
is out.
but Brian Bozick and others, Brian Matthews involved there. We'll see what happened as they got sideways off the corner. We see Bozick, Matthews. Matthews is slow in the center of the track. Tyler Smith gets knocked into the wall. Bryce Keegan, nowhere to go as they all start pinballing. Tyler Cadd, that's Nolan McClurg's race.
Oh.
That's big damage for him and the 4, Miglin. There's the broadcasting car, and that's big damage.
Oh, that's big damage.
He's going to have to use the quick repair from that one. That hurts.
Nowhere to go. Didn't see the 45 coming down. That turned
No,
him
the
right
45
into the
hooked him.
45. Turned him right into 28.
A lot of guys involved there. Chris Mackey, the stage winner, stage number 2.
I think Danny Jackson was finished second in that stage right there after that little tussle.
Seeing guys making their way down pit road.
Damn, that's unfortunate. And a car that stayed clean through it all. Danny Jackson.
Yes, sir. I think he, like I said, I think he got second out of that stage. But he's been running clean. He's been running well. You know, there's going to be strategies here, and a lot of people, big contenders. Daniel Miglin, I think. I don't know if that was. He's been caught up in a lot tonight, so I don't know if he's got enough fast repairs or if he's just going to try to get her back up on there and turn some laps. But that was huge. Brian Bozic was running as real well. So you see the broadcaster car coming out of pit lane right there. Did have to use a fast repair, I believe. We'll get some more. We'll get some more intel whenever Crucci Vandy gets back in the booth. But see the second round of pit cars coming in. But
Yeah, as soon as Chris Mackey gets off pit lane, we'll bring him up for a stage win.
Yep. The old positions are shuffling around right now. It's showing that we have Tyler Smith in the lead with Keith, Danny Jackson, Tyler Cadd, Ryan Bozic, maybe Austin Norris, broadcaster car, Bryce Keegan, Bailey Brennan.
Good day.
Oh, shuffling right now.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this goes.
There's a lot of people in the pit.
There is a lot of guys in the pit.
Showing Miglin out. I don't know if that's accurate just yet. I know he's in the pit.
Yeah, I think Miglin's out of the car. Don't see him out there. But Tyler Smith's the leader.
All right, Chris Mackey is coming off of pit lane. Just going to bring him up, see how he's doing.
They're about to go green, I think.
Are they? Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're going green.
Yep. Pace car.
Yep, sorry, Chris Mackey.
Man,
I don't even see him in the
Green
pool if I
flag,
wanted
green
to.
flag.
Tyler Smith leads him. Green flag is out. He's got Danny Jackson behind him.
The two Derby cars back there. Keith Allen on the outside challenging, but doesn't have really any help. Tyler Cadd goes to the inside. As Bryce may have got a bad restart on that.
Here we go. Danny Jackson's looking good behind 23 Tyler Smith. They're going to have to work together. Brian Bozick, he's in third. Outside line starting to get together. That's Keith Fallon in the 57 of Norris, who we saw was quick at the end of that last stage. Had some misfortune.
Just hit the century mark on the laps. Lap 100 of 167. 67 more to go.
Yes, sir.
Do the gloves come off? Do the shoulder or the elbows go out?
This is it. Yeah, this is when you got to start
Yeah.
to push for the track position the way we've seen this race tonight. You know the drivers that have been riding in line, single file. This is where you've got to start valuing track position. Know that who you are up against in this bracket and kind of say, all right, I need to put myself in a position to get an advantage at this point in the race.
Yeah,
Versus
especially
Tyler
Daniel
Smith.
Jackson not having a win under his belt. Like, he's doing everything he can to just stay close to that 1-2 spot so that way come the end, he's going to make a run for it. Brian's doing a really good job of staying up there. I don't expect Keith or Tyler to really push too hard considering they're both already won. It's going to be these drivers that we haven't seen yet that are really going to try to make a run for themselves.
Yeah, we're seeing the 4 of Miglin just logging laps. He is very, very slow.
Oh,
He's going to
loose.
lose the car. He gets very loose in the corner. That's going to cause a massive checkup behind. At what point? Oh, no. The broadcaster there from that checkup gets big damage. That's going to do it for the 996.
Oh,
Caution's
no.
out.
Caution's out.
Tell you what you got to
happened.
do now. If you're the broadcasting car, you take a little bit of damage repair and you just keep turning laps and hope Danny Jackson gets into the wall and just can't finish the race and you can just outlap him.
Yep. Yep. Let's see what happened to the broadcaster car. Back it up a little bit.
Yeah, he's just...
Just checked and there we go.
got absolutely dumped.
Hard damage in the infield wall. Tried to lock it up. But
See the frustration there from the driver in that car involved. You got a slow car with a lot of damage, getting sideways in the corner, wrecking guys on the lead lap, hurting races for the others out front. At some point, you got to tell the 4, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You got to keep the wheels under you if you're going to stay out there, boys.
Yep. So Tyler Smith retains his lead. Danny Jackson in the 2-hole. Keith Fallon in the 3-hole. Brian Bozick. And Austin Norris. Tyler Cadd having a solid race. Bryce Keegan back there, I think, with some front end damage still. So a lot of solid races for guys that, you know, have had pretty bad luck, I would say, during the first half of the season. The field has dwindled for sure. Michael Prince back there still, Bucket Boy, Bailey Brennan, Ryan McClure, Ryan Castleberry, Brian Matthews still out on the field, or on the track, I should say, not field.
So there's also a time that we can say that whoever Nolan McClurg was against with him, it's, you know, that's a win because McClurg is 8 laps down and I think he's parked it for the day.
Oof.
So Terry Vincent with the next week pass.
Yeah, I think Andy's getting some intel. They're stacking up now. We've seen a solid performance from Brian, though. From missing the last couple of weeks, he has been solid. Tyler Cadd has been up front all day as well. Austin Norris has been up front as well. So, even though the field has dwindled, they have raced really well tonight, and it's showing. And we kind of predicted some of these guys that, you know, got in some wrecks and stuff in the short tracks and mile and a halves, like, you know, they get to showcase their kind of different skill set here at Atlanta with Daytona and Talladega as well. So good on these guys for sticking to their guns, and yeah, it's good. It's good racing.
And from the looks of it, the broadcaster car is actually not that tore up.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for some intel.
It does not look that bad of condition compared to some of the other cars on the track. I think this thing's still going to be competitive, and he is on the lead lap.
He is still in the lead lap. Doesn't look like too much damage. He may have got some of it fixed. Crew Chief Andy has re-entered the booth. Might have some more information on.
No comment.
No comment. No comments. His blood pressure's a little high right now. The Valvoline hat almost went flying across the room.
Oh no!
But
no, not the vanilla
pace
hat.
car's off.
Pace car's off. 23 is going to lead him into the restart zone with the 18 of Danny Jackson to the outside. Danny Jackson, fastest man on track today. He started on pole. He looks fantastic. Looking great.
Danny Jackson, Danny Jackson, Danny Jackson.
Danny Jackson, attaboy. Tyler
Watch him turn
Smith.
some clean laps here.
Tyler Smith just drove away. What happened, Danny Jackson?
Oh, we're terrible.
They're wrecking in the back. Jamin Bernhardt.
Oh no!
Austin Guerrero. Here we go.
I really thought Austin Guerrero's luck was gonna change, dude, but he has got caught in everything tonight.
Looks like there was a checkup or something in Jamin. I don't know here. What happens to Jamin? Oh, the 51 in Jamin. Right next to. Oh my gosh.
And he's gonna be gray after this race.
There's beer in the fridge, right? Oh no, Guerrero! No, not the Steelers. At least Aaron Rodgers won him a game this week. He's got something to smile about, right? Tyler Smith is smiling out front. He's saying, "What's everybody doing, guys? What's going on behind me?"
Yes.
He survived his way through the brunt of it at the beginning, and now Tyler Smith is like, "Oh well." Oh, my Arca brake! Wow, that was
look out.
close.
Oh,
Oh no!
look out.
Wow.
Scary. Scary.
Oh, don't wreck each other under yellow, gentlemen.
Hey, it's
That's a good phrase.
Do what? Oh my. Well, boys. We are looking at how many races? How many laps we got left? We got a bunch of laps, boys. I think we're on lap 108. So I think we'll be all right. Looking at matchups, I think we're going against Danny Jackson, who's looking strong tonight. Tyler Smith and Chris Mackey are also going against each other tonight, which Mackey won stage 2. Now Tyler Smith is in the lead. So there's going to be a lot of mix-ups in this here bracket.
Yeah, and it looks like the broadcasting car is just trying to get some damage worked on a little bit, which I don't hate. Try to clean that thing up. He probably has 3 to 4 minutes worth of total damage or optional repairs, so he's just getting what he can to stay on the lead lap, get out there, fix what he wants. He's getting back out there on the lead lap from the back.
Yes, sir. Which is smart. Try to fix it as you go if you don't have a fast repair. We do have teammates again lined up on the outside. Tyler Smith just ran away with that last restart. So if Keith can keep up with him and run with him like the last time, or if Austin Norris is going to get a good restart on this one as well. Be interesting to see how the Fords line up against on this outside here and see if they can work together well. You do have two teammates with a very strong driver of Keith Fallon on that outside.
Tyler Smith doing a great job out front. That last restart, just getting ahead of the field. But now the 40 of Fallon is going to try and challenge him on the outside. That 27 of Brian Bozick has looked very good tonight at pushing drivers at the front of the field. We'll see if Bozick can give Keith a shove to get him out towards the front. But there's the 9 of Chris Mackey. Finally cycled his way back into the top 10 after a little awkward restart there at the beginning of stage 3. Pace car is going to peel off here, and we're going to get ready to go green.
Yes, sir.
Less than 100 laps to go at Hotlanta for Side Draft Racing League as the league owner of Tyler Smith is going to get him rolling here through the restart zone.
And it looked like Keith and Brian and Bryce got a good launch off that outside lane.
Yeah, they did. Big jump on the outside.
Austin North
What happened in the middle of the field? I don't see anybody from like Mackey on back. Prince, Slow, Blevins, everybody. It looks like they're all just trying to get to the bottom as Tyler Smith is going to continue to roll out front with not much of a challenge. A lot of guys trying to get single file to the inside line with about 57 laps to go here as we cross the stripe. Smith is doing a great job out front, getting help from 57. It's Austin Norris. Top side has already broken apart. Now we've got a 4-car breakaway. If these 4 drivers can stay together, what can they do?
It's going to be wild.
Well,
these guys have been fast all night. So you get them together. You see Bailey just lagging back a little bit, staying in that draft. But it's him doing that is allowing them to catch back up.
I think the one shining star that we have to look at here is Danica Patrick running second, right in front of our boy Danny Jackson. So anything is possible.
Looking great.
Yes. See that?
Looking great right behind old Austin Norris in the Danica Patrick car. The Blazing Bucket sitting in P4. He's going to try to make a move eventually.
Mackey getting a run here on the outside line. No help. That might shuffle him towards the back. 2 cars involved in that last caution. That's Blevins and Bernhardt. Looks like they were able to fix some damage and get themselves back into this race for the time being. This is a very different look for Side Draft Racing League than what we're used to. This single file style drafting. But a few guys trying to make it work on the outside. Best action we're seeing on track right here. There's this little group of cars side by side. Bryce Keegan with some damage. He's in the top 5. You can see that nose is pushed in on that race car. Mackey's trying to wedge his way almost into the bottom, but Keith Fallon said no.
No, sir.
No, sir. Michael Prince, though, he's had a quiet-ish night. Up 14 spots from where he started. He's in 8th. Chris Mackey's at his door. But Mackey's not able to get anything done here with no help at the top. It's going to allow Tyler Smith to just kind of relax. It's awkward to see at a drafting track when you're the leader. You can just soak in the clean air and stay out front and have an easy night.
Yeah.
If you can keep the lead, that's the question, though. When do the gloves come off? When do these guys start doing different things? We're seeing Daniel Miglin and a few others towards the tail end of the field. Looks like Travion Drake, the 45, and the 11 all have damage. They're off the pace.
The old broadcaster's probably trying to get around and get caught back up to the pack.
Yep. Nowhere to go, though. You just got to stay in line for him. As the laps are winding down here at Atlanta. But it's only time again. We have not seen a green flag pit stop tonight, so within 20 laps or so, they found a caution. We'll see if we can get another one, or if we will finally see our first round of green flag pit stops. They tried to get a green flag pit stop done, but it was Nolan and Brian McClurg that ended up making some contact on the pit road. And now I believe both the McClurgs are out of contention. Brian McClurg's on
Nolan
the lead
is
lap
out,
at 13th.
I think.
Ryan is on the lead
Ryan's
lap.
still on it on the lead lap. He had his fast repair, but Nolan had to use his probably 40 laps before that incident.
Well, Chris Mackey's got some help on the high side. It's Keith. Here he comes. Oh, Miglin is in the wall again. Miglin's car looks destroyed.
He's got to park it at this point. Somebody's going to have to throw him a black flag and say he's got to park it.
He's got
just
so
a danger.
much damage. That's your points leader, Daniel Miglin. It hurts to see it, but at the same time, it's starting to become a point where he's a little bit of a problem for others on the racetrack. But Keith Fallon got the high side together. They challenged Tyler Smith, and they're rolling right around him. Those three cars, the 40, the 9, and the 51, working very well together. They're going to leave the 51 out to dry.
Man.
There goes Chris Mackey and Keith Fallon to the inside. They're going to charge for the lead. Terry Vincent said, "Where do you guys go? You guys are pulling me to the front."
Yep.
But now Terry with that nose damage, he's going to slow him up.
Keith Fallon and Chris Mackey has worked his way back up in front of Tyler Smith. And they are head to head in the in-season tournament right now.
Oh boy.
And that's wild because Tyler Smith was in charge of this race. And Mackey had got left out to dry. And look at him now.
Oh no, Jamin
there's a-
Bernhardt
Jamin-
hard into the out
Ooh.
or the inside retaining wall. That's going to throw the yellow. It's got to. There it
There
is.
it is.
Jamin slow on the backstretch. We saw that live. That whole incident unfolded. Jamin in the 91 of Tyler Cadd. Jamin's going to be really frustrated. He's been involved in a few incidents, and that just might be his race.
Oof.
Bonanza.
Oh, man.
Hard hit for Bonanza. He goes spinning, locks down the wheels. You can see those three slow trio cars in the back. And now the race leader, Keith Fallon's going to lead him into pit road.
We were just talking about green flag pit stops, but
We're not going to see him now. Caution's trumping it.
Yep.
So I think that puts us at 8 in terms of cautions, by the way.
Oh, snap. Oh, my. Here we go. See a bunch of cars coming down pit lane. Let's swap over this other. See the race coming off. Keith Fallon, Chris Mackey, Tyler Smith, Stephen Blemons, Austin Norris, Danny Jackson, Braylee Bennon. Who else we got coming out of here? This looks like Brian Vozick, Bryce Keegan.
Did they all just gas and go?
They may have.
All right. I see what's happening here. I don't hate it.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Back to the leader. I think Tyler Cadd, Michael Prince stayed out.
Yes. They're probably trying to get a wave around, or maybe they are on a different pit strategy, fuel strategy. They probably got enough. They're hoping, or
We're hoping for another caution.
yeah, which is not a bad idea.
Yep. We are, so as of now, they start stacking up. We got Tyler Cadd, Michael Prince, Keith Fallon, Chris Mackey, Tyler Smith, Stephen Blemons, Austin Norris, Danny Jackson, Bailey Brennan, Brian Vozick, Bryce Keegan, Brian Matthews back there.
It looks like Daniel Jackson has fallen back quite a bit, too, because he was sitting around that P1 and 2 spot for the last stage, and then he just slowly got shuffled back.
Yeah, he may have been on a strategy with tires or something. He may have fresh tires and maybe back on there. Get real quick after this here, this last caution as they are stacked back up on the back stretch.
So I'm curious what's going to happen if we have some tournament competitors versus each other. how hard they're going to push each other. Granted, it may be for freaking spot 10, but to keep you moving in that bracket, that's where it's going to get interesting.
Well, the one right now is
Tyler Smith and Chris Mackey.
yep.
That is the closest matchup.
I think
Ryan
it
McClurg
is.
and Keith Fallon. It's a good battle. Michael Prince and Austin Norris.
That's up there as well.
Those are 2 cars in the top 10. Terry Vincent, I believe, has gotten the edge on Nolan McClurg.
Correct.
As we see the 91 of CAD. Not a tournament driver. He's the leader right now. He's going to lead him into the restart zone.
Cad's going up against Bryce.
Or
Yeah.
sorry, Tyler CAD and Bryce Keegan. But Bryce has a lot of damage. I don't know if Bryce is going to be able to compete with CAD at this point in the race. Unless, CAD has an issue. But Bryce seems to be just trying to chip away at damage under cautions as there's a little bit of squirrely action at the front of the field here.
Michael Prince tucked that thing in there.
But a lot of cars have damage at this point besides a very small few.
Yep. And I think you're looking at them out front.
Yeah, I think those are the guys at the front of the field. I think everybody else has been involved in something at some point here tonight at Atlanta. But the 91 Chevrolet of Tyler CAD looking really good, comfortable now that he's got the clean air out front. Seen him getting a push from Keith. Keith is looking good in that throwback machine. We've seen that car at the front a few times tonight.
Yes, sir. Got the purple people eater.
Seeing the outside line, the Bucket Boys getting a push from Chris Mackey. Is Austin Norris in the 57. Looks like he might be opting to step out of line ahead of Brandon. Yes, he is.
Catch those boys up. Give some draft for Bailey and Chris Mackey to catch up. Steven Clemens, Billy Jackson back on the top line.
Yep. Here comes the 57. Looking good. That 57 GoDaddy machine. Ford. Every time these guys get into the tri-oval, I see the inside line like nip that red line with their tires, and they fling up the racetrack, and it scares me a little bit. I'd be white knuckling the steering wheel tonight. This is a very tight race between a lot of these drivers. It's been close. The front, a lot of lead changes. Looking good here for Side Draft Racing League.
That outside line has lost a little momentum.
Yes, they have.
Bryce Keegan is there, but not tucked into Tyler Smith. Bumper right there. Chris Mackey jumps down.
69 of Ryan McClurg. He's been quiet. Just trying to slowly creep his way towards the front. Son Nolan no longer out there on the track with him, but Ryan is working hard. He is racing Keith Fallon just a couple cars ahead of him. Kind of got to know who you're racing at this point. And that's very tricky to judge, because that's when we're going to see a lot of guys step out of line and say, this is who I'm up against, this is what I need to do. And I think that's when the big moves are going to happen. And then I don't think they're done yet. I think there's still a lot more drama to unfold. But Tyler Smith got to the outside line, getting pushed from the 57 of Norris. Bailey Brandon, he taps the wall. Oh no, they're 3 wide. They're checking up behind. Don't know what that's going to do to Brandon. That slows up Danny Jackson and a few others. Chris Mackey now trying to work his way around everybody there. Luckily, they avoided the wreck, but it looks like Brandon could have some damage. He's been fast all night. Now that's going to cycle him towards the back of the field as Terry Vincent's behind him. See the 45. That's Guerrero. He is on the lead lap, I believe. No, he's a couple laps down in this contest. Tyler CAD out front. Keith Fallon behind him.
Prince.
Hurt the run for the outside line there.
Yeah,
Tyler Smith is saying, what happened? Where'd everybody go? A couple times that's happened tonight as Bryce Keegan is got a banged up race car, but Bryce is still wheeling it towards the front.
Yes, sir. He's against Tyler CAD. He's got to get up there.
Yeah, he's racing the leader. That's difficult at this racetrack when you know the man you're racing is the leader.
30-some laps to go, 35 to go, I believe.
Yeah, that's tough.
Get some damage on the front. It's gonna be tough for sure. Outside lane might be a position to where if you can get a group of guys out there on the outside lane, you have a chance to kind of hop the field if you catch some draft on the outside, or if you're at the front, you're just trying to stay on the bottom line. But
For no help, the 57 and the 23 are pushing really hard, and now here comes the 9 of Chris Mackey. Mackey is always challenged on the high side tonight, and
here he is.
Risk-reward factor.
Caught right back up.
Here he comes. If they can get the 27 of Bozic to hop up there, they might get steamrolling towards the front. We'll see who will hop up and help him out.
Yeah, Brian's been a pusher all night.
Jamin Bernhardt is just turning laps on the apron. He is slow. He's got a lot of damage. He's doing what he thinks he needs to do to try and get something done against the 51 of Blevins, but Blevins still on the lead lap. Jamin seeing his tournament opportunity starting to slip away. 35 of Ryan Castleberry, he is wedged in between the 18 and the broadcaster car. He's lapped down, but the 18 and the broadcaster, Danny Jackson, that is a battle as well for the tournament. You see the broadcaster car just riding it out in the back. Maybe finally got some damage fixed up, trying to work towards the front.
Yes, sir. That outside lane has definitely grown.
Yeah, the outside lane has got some numbers now. See Brian Matthews, Terry Vincent. And there's a wreck.
There's a wreck.
There is a wreck in the back. It's Travion Drake. There's no caution for that.
There it is. There it is.
There's the caution. So does that put these guys in the fuel window is the question.
Possibly. Possibly. Does or does it not? Do you pit? Do you not pit? Do you pit? Do you not pit? There's going to be a lot of pitting, I believe. As our crew chief went to go do crew chief things, we're going to check out the pit lane cam as they come on down the pit lane. See who goes, see who stays. Jer? Nope, I'm solo.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I was talking this whole time. Didn't even realize it. I think you top off. Oh, man. Woo. Had my mic muted when I coughed and never turned it back on. I think you, realistically, you take fuel right here and you hope that there's going to be a couple more cautions so you can turn that car off and try to save fuel as much as you can. You know, you burn way less, going 45 around the track than you do 200, so.
Yeah, that is a true statement, brothers. We're going to look at the race off pit road. Keith Fallon. We got Chris Mackey. Bryce Keegan. Still some damage on that front, but he's been fast. Ryan McClure. Michael Prince. Oh, my goodness. There's a bunch of them there. Coming off. Didn't get them all. Don't laugh at me. Oh, Gabby's over here laughing at me. But yeah, that's there's a bunch of them there. All right, 5 or 6 of them. Oh, we're gonna go back to the leader. Let's see what this is shaping up to look like. There we go. See who stayed out and who did not.
I gotta respect it, what the broadcaster's doing, though. Just hanging out here, getting more and more damage, just slowly taking off of this car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know crew chief Andy is in there doing his magic as well. Travion Drake, is that in the lead? He's got a lot of damage on the front end. Keith has been strong on the outside. Guerrero's also up there. I wonder if they're going to try to get their laps back here, get the wave around.
Yeah, there's no way Travion's going to want to stay up there. I think he's just trying to get the wave around.
Yeah. Guerrero's car looks all right, but I think he looks like he's either going to the back or... Yeah, I think he's stopped right now.
It says Guerrero crashed, but I think it's just because he's going so slow.
Yeah, he just stopped on the apron.
So So
Hang on, we're not
Travion
going
Drake,
Drake is our
North
leader.
going
he's the
green.
leader.
Keith
does,
Fallon?
Does he have damage on that car?
Yes, big
Yeah,
damage.
he's got a lot. This is going to be weird.
How much is that going to affect
His
Chris
restart?
Mackey and his restart?
Yeah, the inside
Behind him?
line might be very heavily affected here on the restart.
If you're Bryce Keegan, you're going to try
Yeah,
to
you're looking pretty.
yeah, you're going to try to power through this restart zone.
How's
with,
Bryce's
Keith.
nose damage?
I think he's still got some.
Yeah, it's a little pushed in, but not as bad.
Tyler
Seen a
Cat
check
as
up
well.
there.
What's Eileen checking out? This is going to be an interesting restart for sure. I feel like if you have damage on your nose,
But Keegan is racing Cad now. He's cycled ahead of him. Blevins has pretty much got Bernhardt covered. Vincent has got the edge on McClurg. Ryan McClurg and Keith Fallon, that battle is still unfolding. Daniel Miglin and Brian Matthews, they're both still out there fighting. But I think Miglin, with a lot of that damage, it's going to be hard to keep up with Matthews.
Yeah,
31
I'm
Michael
looking at
Prince.
Chris Mackey as a possible winner here. Chris Mackey's been pretty freaking fast all night. Him and Tyler Cad are going to be battling. And I know Cad, he doesn't really care for the win right now. He just wants to pass Bryce Keegan that's sitting right in front of him.
Moose is nervous. Moose just,
Yeah, more
he
nervous.
looked like he was going to sneeze. The puppy dog just kind of went, he was, Moose was nervous. I think Moose just said Daniel Jackson's going to win.
you also got Tyler. Oh no, Tyler and it's Bryson, Tyler Cad, Tyler Smith, and Chris Mackey. Okay. Sorry, I was about to say something that would have been completely wrong. I got the Tylers and the red cars mixed up. Yep.
Who should
think,
be going green right here,
I
right?
was gonna say it
Yeah,
should
this
be.
is it. We should be going green now.
Yeah, everybody's starting to try to stack up.
This is going to be
Tyler
a
Cad
weird
is kind of
restart.
lagging back. Is he trying to get a good run, or?
I think they're just cycling to the bottom, trying to get in the right spot. And seeing a check up there on the bottom. A lot of guys are not close to
Green
each other.
flag, green flag.
Green flag.
And the 11's going to lead him, but he is very slow. The outside line's going to run. That's going to be the 40
Yeah.
of Fallon, the 21 of Keegan.
Tyler Cad 91.
Mackey's going to be frustrated behind that 11 car because Tyler Smith could get a run to his outside here.
Yeah, if you're Mackey, you let Cad go and you get the hell out of that,
Oh no,
you know,
the 4
11
of
car.
Miglin's ahead of the broadcaster car. That's going to choke him up on that restart. Miglin's got a lot of damage. Bucket Boy Brandon, he's hard into the outside wall again. We've seen that multiple times tonight.
I think there's a bunch of guys that are trying to fight their cars
Yeah, we could see that
to stay out there. And
they're
try
all
to-
checking up. Not much space for those 3 to go.
I tell you what, you start throwing an in-season bracket out there for people with money on the line, and man, they're fighting for. Most of these drivers that are sitting P10 are like, oh, I'm happy with whatever points I get, but now they're like, oh shit, if I can get to P8, I can stay alive for this money.
Yes, sir. That's the thing, and it shuffles it up. And I think that's why you see a lot of guys that are fighting damage out on the racetrack still, and trying to just turn laps, and it's throwing a wrench in a lot of people's plans for sure. You see a lot of nose damage out there.
Yeah.
As you see,
Uh-oh. The 11 of Drake, he's going to opt for pit road. The 9 of Chris Mackey and Tyler Smith is really interesting. They're working together on the high side, but they're also racing each other for the tournament. That is a battle, but here comes the broadcaster. He got choked up on that restart, but now he is ripping it full send on the outside line. It's almost like all of his damage is gone from the race car.
Oh,
Here
no.
comes the 996, shot out of a cannon.
Who
Making
would've
his way
thought
into the
just
top
taking
10.
2 minutes at a time here and there to get all
Austin
that
Norris,
extra
my
there.
goodness.
Tyler Smith for the lead. Oh my gosh.
Woo.
That got spicy.
Terry Benson up there.
Here comes Scary Terry getting a push from the 28 of Brian Matthews. Austin Norris, though. Tyler Smith battling. Here comes Chris Mackey. He's going to try and get some momentum on the high side.
I think he is.
Mackey, and then there goes the broadcaster car diving to the inside behind Brian Matthews. He is in the top 7.
Just got to keep the car under you now. That's all there is to it. Just
Gotta
keep the damn
it
car
clean,
under you.
Gotta keep it clean.
Let her eat, Colin. Let her eat, baby. Let it eat, dude. Waiting for that all night long. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got Tyler Smith still outside.
It's getting a little energetic here in the living room.
Austin Norris freaking pushing that 23 out there.
Here we go, the
Chris
57.
Mackey
He's working with him.
waiting patiently. Really strong showing. And what is the 11 doing?
The 11 is slow.
Get out of here.
He's really slow.
Get out of the way. Go to the
Lead,
freaking apron.
follow, or get out of the, I want to say a naughty word way. Oh my gosh. Terry Vincent, though, working the outside line. I think that Chili's ride, the Dente Chevrolet, has finally got it cleaned up.
Hey, he did. He was on the same strategy as our broadcaster.
Gary Terry,
Chipping
here
away at
he
it.
comes. I think he just saved it. That's
22 to go.
22 left for Side Draft Racing League at Atlanta.
First round of the in-season tournament.
We don't need cheap viewers on Streamaboo.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man, they're getting
Another
squirrely
lap
now.
car, another lap-
Another,
Okay,
that's
Jamin
Jamin. He is slow. He's been on the apron. He's just logging laps, but at some point, Jamin's got to bite the bullet. I hate to say
That's
it.
fine. I'd
Well,
rather him be below that red
realistically,
line.
Jamin only 4 laps down. If his counterpart, puts her in the wall right here and cannot turn any laps, he would technically catch up eventually.
Yeah, that's true. Jamin doing what he needs to do to try and make it, but at some point, it's going to get, to a point where you're just, it's too much or you can't do it. But you know what? Power to Jamin for at least staying on the apron, staying out of the guy's way, and just saying, I just need to log some laps.
Yep. Smart.
Vincent, though.
Terry
Vincent Bozic. I never thought I'd say those two names together, but here they are in the high side.
Dude.
Look at this run.
Look at it.
And then the 45, that is Austin Guerrero or Norris? What of a Norris? No,
Guerrero.
Guerrero. Norris is in second, sorry. Guerrero ripping the high side. Oh my gosh.
Brian
Bozic doing the sway to the inside line.
Woo, buddy.
Bryce Keegan, though, is choked up in line behind Colin Geyer. As we're seeing Tyler Smith out front in control, but the action is in this middle pack of the top 10. We're seeing a lot of guys trying to challenge to get track position at this point in the race. The action is heating up. Less than 20 to go. We're at 19 now for Side Draft Racing League here at Atlanta. Tyler Smith, he's a he's only a one-time winner for Side Draft Racing League, trying to get his second win of the season. But Chris Mackey, here it comes. The outside line's got the run. Terry Vincent's going to give him the shove. And here they are, hard charging towards the front of the field. This is when we get 2x2 for the front. This is when we see the shuffling. The gloves are going to come off. There's less than 20 to go.
I like how you said Tyler 2-time and then corrected yourself with 1-time because we all thought he was going to be a 2-time at Pocono until
Michael Prince. Michael Prince. And Tyler Smith is
trying to defend.
He's looking in the mirrors now. Tyler Smith is seeing new names or different drivers to his outside, getting some runs, but that's a car that you don't want to see with momentum in the rear view. That Chili's ride the Dente Chevrolet of Terry Vincent.
I think
Scary
he's more.
Terry.
I think he's
Uh-oh,
more
the
worried about that
45.
9.
Austin Guerrero is opting for pit road.
he probably didn't have enough
I think
gas.
Tyler
He's
Smith's
just
more
going to
worried
get a
about that
splash
9
and go.
car because they are
They
lined
racing
up.
each other, yeah. And in the 9 of Mackey's getting a great push from Vincent on the outside.
Man, that would be a
Also,
pair if they were on the same team.
Also, Tyler Cadd just passed Bryce Keegan just this last lap to take his spot back on that tournament bracket.
Oh, Chris Mackey.
Chris Mackey going
Slice
through.
and dice to the inside. Tyler Smith goes to the high side. Mackey to
Went
the
for the
inside. They
block.
swap the lead. Smith unable to close them off and shut the door. Chris Mackey said, here you go. This is how you do it at Atlanta. They're 3 wide now behind those guys.
I don't know. I don't hate Tyler Smith's strategy though. If I'm gonna have a pusher behind me, I want Scary Terry behind me. Sorry,
Couple of
Austin
guys.
Norris, you are a good driver, but Scary Terry is on a different playing field.
Couple of guys fighting to get their way in line after they were 3 wide behind that action for the lead. Chris Mackey's inherited the lead, the stage number 2 winner.
do
We're
have a
seeing the
lap car.
35 of Castleberry slow. Don't know what's going on to the broadcaster. He's starting to sink.
But I
He's
think
fine. He still
McClure,
has 2
though.
cars in between him and what we're going for. So
Oh no!
Somebody's in the Brian Castleberry.
Castleberry's in the wall. I think he's just trying to stay out of everybody's way. He's got damage. He is very slow in the wall. They're still up to speed. The 45 stayed on the apron there to stay out of the way of the leaders. Let's draft by Chris Mackey and Austin Norris working well together out front. Keith Fallon, he's in third. Tyler Smith, fourth, battling on the outside line. There's 13 laps left to go here at Atlanta.
I think we were talking about. Chris Mackey just went high. Extremely high. 3 wide. Tyler Smith and.
Oh no, Chris Mackey got
hung out.
stuck up to dry on the outside line. He's going to go straight to the back. He's sinking like a rock. Austin Norris, the 57, had the lead for a second. He goes high. Here comes Keith Fallon. They're 3 wide for the lead as they're making their way off turn number 2. Norris, he doesn't have any help in the middle. Tyler Smith getting the push still from Terry Vincent, staying loyal on the outside. The 57's now going to lose it. Here we go. Drag race down the backstretch into turn number 3. It's the 91 of Tyler Cadd pushing Keith Fallon. Tyler Smith, though, he's going to drop down to the inside. That is the second row. Norris able to get in line now. We're swapping it around for the lead here for Side Draft Racing League. There's 10 laps to go. Next time by. It's getting great. This is epic at the front. They were 3 wide there for a second.
We have 2. Oh, Tyler Cadd gets below a little bit. We were talking about a great pusher in Brian Bozick. We haven't talked about that Austin Norris has been great
pusher
pushing all night.
All night long. Consistent.
Those 2 are now in pushing positions other than
8-car breakaway, though.
It is an 8-car breakaway.
We're seeing it unfold. I think those guys are just staying in line behind the first car in that second group. It's like Michael Prince, the broadcasting vehicle, and the 69 of McClurg. They're just rolling, waiting for something to happen ahead of them. As we're seeing Terry Vincent now looking potentially 3 wide to the outside of the 57. They are shuffling the lead here with 10 to go at Atlanta. Tyler Smith is going to lead them this time by.
HOR tried to take the air away from that 91 car just so Bryce could have a shot on trying to pass him right here. Brian went high just so that way Bryce is going to be right behind his competitor.
Here he comes. It's Scary Terry. He is on the outside and he is pushing the 57. Tyler Smith not getting a great bump from Keith. We see Jamin Bernhardt again. Another lap down, but he's still out there logging them. Oh my gosh.
Woo.
They are on it right now.
No
boys.
help for Tyler Smith.
They are close.
But Austin Norris, he's going to slide in behind.
Here it is.
Norris in second.
Terry Vincent with Brian pushing him on the outside. Can they get help? Or can they do it by themselves?
They're strung out, but I think they're going to start to get really, really close as we are in the closing laps.
Brian Matthews right behind Bryce Keegan, kind of connecting the fields together.
My question is
I can't get away from this. I can't get away from the Wonder Kid and Tyler Cadd battling it out, because this is going to be everything right here. This is going to end the 10 times allowance, hopes for Bryce if he can't pull this one out.
Yeah, he's got 1 car to beat, and it's the car in front of him. We're going to see a lot of swapping within the top 10 because everyone's looking at who they're racing. So we're going to see a lot of cars step out of line.
And you notice where Brian fell in, right behind Bryce Keegan, his teammate.
Yep.
They may have been intentional. Terry got left outside. Tyler Smith kind of pulling away.
Tyler Smith is pulling away. My question is fuel. How much do these guys have in the tank? Because this is the longest green flag run I think we've had all night. 6 laps to go, coming to 5.
Or they wouldn't be pushing it this hard. They have to have enough.
Look at the way Tyler Smith is driven away. I think guys are going out of gas. I think that's why that second group is hanging back. Where you're looking at Michael Prince, the 996, a lot of those guys hanging back. I think they're just saving fuel back here. As we're seeing green flag pit stops. Here they come.
No.
It's a gas and go.
You got to tell that. You got to tell the. You got to tell the gas. Hey man, you're gonna put a splash on this freaking thing, and we're going. Oh no.
Here we go. 4 laps to go. This is gonna shuffle everything. One mistake, One mistake.
And the broadcaster car is in the pit wall.
Oh, here comes the rest of the field. They're coming in. Keith Fallon staying out. Oh, there's contact on the outside wall. Guys trying to pass each other. Oh, this is wild. This is wild. Oh my goodness. Who's leading? Who's leading right now? Keith? Keith's out there? I don't think he really is. There's the group trying to chase down Keith. Does Keith have enough? Does the 6 of those cars have enough? Keith does not. Keith is in. Stephen Blevins on the outside of Michael Prince. Michael Prince on the inside. Daniel Miglin. Danny Jackson. You got the Brian Bozick, Bryce Keegan as well. 2 laps to go. Do these guys have enough?
I don't think they do.
Do they have enough?
There's no shot there's enough in the tank.
Well, there's one driver we're looking at. It's Michael Prince. Is he going to sputter this thing out, or is he going to get across this line?
I don't know. I don't know if they've saved enough in line. They're going for it all here.
They're going to...
I'm looking at their speed.
Final lap. Here we go.
They're out of gas.
Stephen Blevins?
They are
Did he
going
make it?
150 miles an hour.
Did he pull a page out of Austin Guerrero's book? Coming around turn 3?
Here comes Bozick, but I don't think he's got enough.
Nope, Bozick ran out.
Blevins. Stephen Blevins. He's going to win it here at Atlanta. Out of gas at the line.
Oh,
Danny Jackson second. Michael Prince out of gas. He's third. Bozick, he is still rolling. He's out.
He's out.
Bryce Keegan is out. Keith is out.
No, Keith pitted. These guys are pushing each other.
Oh, what is...
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, it was... If you had a sprinkle of gas to get you around, that was it. I think there's only 4 drivers that ended on the lead lap.
Everybody's getting a push.
Oh my God.
Nobody got no gas in it.
They're all out. Where's Jamin when you need him? Everybody's out of gas.
Jamin is
Look at that train.
All know.
Wow. I have never seen this. The fuel saving
Trying to get Bryce across
fiasco
over Tyler Cadd. Is that what's happening? Is that what... Is everybody trying to get Bryce across
they're pushing
before
each
Tyler
other
Cadd?
This is the end of the Cars movie.
They're pushing each other to get finish for the bracket. Is that what they're doing? But Blevins already won.
I think they're just
Danny Jackson.
pushing them to the starting grid here, or so they could do their burnout maybe.
They ain't got no gas in it.
And that's the burnout. For the 51, he's out of gas. The 18's out of gas. And Michael Pritz, third,
Out of gas.
out of gas.
Holy.
They're all out of gas.
Wow.
And Bozick is fourth out of gas.
Out of gas.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Oh, buddy.
They just saved enough.
Pulled it right out of Austin Guerrero's book.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, that's your
my.
race winner, folks.
In the vanilla car.
That is
Well,
ridiculous. I've never seen
who
anything
do
like
we-
that.
Who do we want to bring up first?
Michael Pritz, I guess.
Michael Prince.
Third place
All
finisher.
right. The Intimidator. Let's get him up here. Let me find him. There he is. HCE.
He was against Austin Norris.
Michael Prince. It's Jarrett and the boys in the booth. You got a copy?
Michael!
I got you.
You saved
What
enough,
in the
Michael.
hell was the end of that race? Holy.
The Austin Guerrero special.
Yes, dude. Oh,
4 drivers on the lead lap after that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Were you just constantly just staring at how much fuel you had, or did you know that you were going to make it across, or did you know at least if you had enough to get through like turn 3, you were probably going to be able to sputter it across?
Yeah, I knew I was going to run out in 3, and I was hoping everybody just, except for maybe 1 or 2, kind of stayed out so we could stay together. And that's kind of what happened.
Well, I tell you what, that was a hell of a race. You started in the back along with our broadcasting car, and you slowly worked your way up. That was a clean race. That was awesome. Andy, what do you guys got over there?
Yeah, that was nuts, Michael. I mean, you definitely battled in that race. We saw a very unconventional finish out there, and you were able to save enough. A lot of cautions that were very awkward throughout the night, and somehow, some early trouble it looked like for you. How were you able to bounce back from that?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
It said it looked
sucks.
like.
Here, I got it. So the Discord's messing his mic up. So he said you had a lot of trouble in the beginning there, and how were you able to bounce back from that and keep a car competitive and get across the line?
Oh, just staying out of trouble and staying on that bottom line because obviously the B.S. is going to wash up. So staying on the bottom line, staying out of trouble. That was kind of just the game plan.
So, Michael, were you worried at all, talking in-season tournament right here, were you worried at all at Austin Norris? He was up there a good...
The whole time.
Yeah.
But when I heard Austin Norris pitting, I knew it was over.
He said, I don't care if I got to get out and push this car across the finish line. If he's pitting,
Yeah.
I can get her across. Well, good finish to you, sir. It was awesome watching you third. Luckily for you and not us, you get to go to the next round of the bracket of, it looks like you're going to go against Terry Vincent, so good luck.
Good luck.
All right, you just got to pull out the Intimidator, bud. You'll be back. I cannot wait.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be a fun interview.
Yeah, all right. It's time for the one we've all been waiting for.
Put Danny Jackson up there. Danny, you son of a...
Danny, it's all the boys in the booth. You got a copy?
Danny!
Yeah, I got you guys.
You sniped
right,
us,
well.
you little... on fuel strategy of all things.
Danny, were you going to stay out regardless, or did you stay out because I pitted?
Oh, no, I was staying out regardless. We were running on fuel strategy there at the end, and we were short, had to save on that last run. Me and Steven stayed in the back, waited for it all to kick off, and everybody started dropping down, and we were like, wait a minute, this could work, and wound up coming out on top.
Heck yeah, dude.
You got us.
You got us.
Yeah.
Can't complain on
we
that
got
one.
ya.
That was good strategy.
That was a tough matchup. When you guys got ahead, I think Colin got ahead there that last restart, and I was like, well, there he goes. Just got to hope.
Yeah, Colin had a lot of damage that he had to repair from some incidents throughout the race. He finally got it fixed, and he rocketed towards the front, and I was like, here we go. And then we got to like 6 left, and I was like, I don't know if there's enough gas. And I'm looking at the fuel mileage, and I see you guys at the back, and I thought everybody back there was going to save enough. And then I see everybody drop except for you 3, and I just went, oh, crap.
Yeah, well, we were back there, and everybody dove off, and Miglin came up. Luckily, because we were able to save a little bit behind him, but we had to use a little bit more fuel than we wanted to catch up to the back of the pack there.
Yeah.
But wound up working out well in strategy.
Worked. It definitely worked.
So I must ask, because you were the first person to break the broadcasting curse, were you worried about us saying Beetlejuice, 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 Danny Jackson the whole time?
Oh, yeah, I definitely was a little spooked there. I thought it was over for me, broadcast for the first matchup, but, had faith. Austin got a win on Friday in the Super Speedway League we run, and we're just glad to get some more Sky Cars up to the front, so... worked out in the end for us, and sorry for early into the run for you guys, but hopefully you guys keep racing through the tournament here.
I'll be in there next week.
We'll probably still turn. So, one thing that us broadcasters, we all were like, uh-oh. was we had all picked you to win the race at the start because we thought the curse was, going to continue. And then you come out and you hit pole on qualifying. We were like, oh no.
Oh no.
We were like, oh no, he's actually really freaking fast. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I started up front, and I knew I didn't want to lead the line for too long because we didn't want to lose too much fuel there. So I ended up dropping back. So that was okay. Stage 1, we played it a little conservative on the tire strategy, taking tires there in the middle of the stage. Stage 2, so that wound up working out. But yeah, I just wanted to convert that pole to my first win there. But glad Steven got himself a win. So. It all works out in the end. But yeah, I was definitely trying to break that broadcaster curse when I saw Cole come up. I was like, well, here we go.
Well, you did it, brother.
Well,
you showed them that it could be done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we can't wait to talk to your teammate here, Mr. Vanilla himself, Stephen Blevins. So
he's gonna give us an earful, dude.
We cannot wait to hear it. We love when these cars come out, and like the Danica Patrick of Austin Norris and the Vanilla Valero of Stephen. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. So we're glad you guys are having fun along with it.
Yeah. Before we go, I want to shout out Bailey Brandon for pushing me most of stage 1 and stage 2. Couldn't have stayed up front without him. And Austin Norris, same deal. Side draft king. He's the one who taught me that well. So got to put that into practice.
Yeah, you guys looked great. Well, we're gonna pull up your teammate here.
Not being as good as you. Thank me for not finishing ahead of you.
Yeah. Thanks, Colin, for having to run out of fuel there at the end. Really couldn't get done without you.
All right. Well, thank you, Danny.
All right. See you guys.
Bob.
Congrats, Danny.
Next up, we got Stephen Blevins, the winner.
Steven, it's Andy and the boys up here in the booth, buddy. You saved enough gas to make it to the end of the race of that 51 Vanilla Ford. How's it feel to be a Side Draft Racing League winner at Atlanta for the first round of the in-season tournament?
That was intense, man. That was good to make it. I didn't think I was going to have enough there coming to it, or I thought Prince in front of me was saving enough too. Or Mackie, sorry, Mackie.
That was tight. That was very tight. The closing laps, we saw that the fuel saving was becoming the big factor. You didn't even have enough in the tank to do a burnout, but man, oh man, that was crazy, dude. That was one of the wildest finishes to a race at Atlanta I've ever seen, and luckily you strategized and were able to get it done. And I'm sure it feels good. I think you kind of like called a shot this week a few times at a couple drivers saying you were going to go out there and get the win, so that's got to feel good.
Breaking up a little bit, but yeah, going back and forth with Keith, man. That's my nemesis right now, and it's motivate me, man, to get out there and run faster.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, he keeps breaking up. Discord's kind of weird. But yeah, he was kind of referring to you calling your shot and going out there and doing it, and we gotta love the vanilla car. So we gotta ask, was the vanilla strategies that it's gonna just keep staying the way, because you were never really out front, but you were always competitive, and you just made it work with the fuel you had.
I tore the car up like lap 30. I hit the wall. Something happened in front of me, and I had 7 minutes to repair, so I spent the whole race getting it fixed.
Yeah.
I tried to save the fast repair, and then I didn't even need it. But never know how the end of this is going to go. So
we got to ask, how long did it take you to make that vanilla paint scheme, or are you going to run that the rest of the way, because that thing is freaking sweet?
I didn't make it. I can't take credit for it. Ivy made it for me from another league. I'd like to take credit for that. I had the idea, but between David and the review team and the vanilla comment, couldn't really go with the Alan Kawicki because the Hooters would look too much Chase Elliott, but everybody recognized the Mark Martin scheme.
Oh, yeah. Andy, you guys got anything else?
Oh, man. You were fast all day, stayed clean, did well, dude. You've been racing well. I said it pre-race. I think a lot of you guys right there along the bubble, it was going to take a win to really cement your spot, dude. And you did it. You did it. I think the second half of the season, I think you are going to continue to run strong, dude. Glad to see you're continuing running strong. I hope you bring it on, dude, to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it feels better to be locked in now. I thought I was going to have to point my way in, trying to keep up with some of these guys in here, take advantage of the big track and get it done. So
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. we said you were fast at the super speedways. We know we gave you the old vanilla like gimmick thing in one of the shows, and you threw the car out there. I love to see it, but dude, you went out there and had a day. I mean, are you gonna do it again at Dega? You gonna call the shot now?
Ooh, Dega.
That's my plan there. I'm hoping for Dega to keep me in the playoffs for another round. Let's see when we get there. We got a long way to go before we get that far.
Yes,
Let's see
sir.
who you
Is there
have
any
next.
shout outs you want to make? Sorry, Jared. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Steven. So next round at Dega, you are going to have to go up against, it looks like Bryce Keegan. Are you worried about him being pretty fast at these super speedways? He was up there in the front pretty much most of the race until he ran out of gas as well.
Rockingham.
Rockingham.
Oh, my bad, Rockingham.
Yeah, no, man. I got to put some laps in. You know, the short track racing, I'm starting to like that. You know, trying to get away from the super speedways, which I've done forever. Man, we'll just have to see what I can do, see what he can do. Hopefully, we can all get a clean race and make it out of there.
Yeah, I agree. Well, good luck to you. I can't wait to see what your strategy is next week at the Rock. Realistically, you know, starting in the back may not be such a terrible idea. Let everybody thin themselves out. But I know you'll have your strategy figured out with your team, and you know we can't wait to watch you guys next Monday.
Yeah, no, man, I appreciate it, guys.
Yep. All right, take it easy, Steven.
Congrats, Bob.
Congratulations. All right, we got to go ahead and do a little results rundown from this one. We did our post-race stuff, but we got to take a look at the race results. Stephen Blevins the winner here, but the results from this race are like head-turning. It was hard to keep up with as we were finishing out, but sorry, that's qualifying, not race. Here we go, race results.
Here we go.
Stephen Blevins, he got the win. Danny Jackson worked with him very well. He got second, knocked us out. Michael Prince, third. Brian Bozick, his best finish, I believe, of the season in fourth. Last car on the lead lap. Then we had Bryce Keegan, fifth. Keith Fallon, sixth. Austin Norris, seventh. Tyler Cadd, eighth. Chris Mackey, ninth. And Brian Matthews rounding out the top 10.
And then we got Ryan McClurg. We had Colin here, the broadcaster car, in 12th.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Woo.
Bailey Brennan, 13th. Daniel Miglin, 14th. And Tyler Smith rounding out the top 15.
All right.
Scary Terry had a bad run towards the end there, but he comes in at 16. Man, he should have been top 5 if it wasn't for some gas and everything going on. Travion Drake somehow comes in at 17. You know, happy to see him, you know, do pretty decent because he was pretty slow there for a little bit. Ryan Castleberry, Jamin Bernhardt, they're just trying to turn laps. I don't think they even finished on the lead lap, but just trying to get ahead of everybody. Austin Guerrero had a banged up car all night. If Austin Guerrero didn't have bad luck, he had no luck at all. Nolan, he was 40 laps down, unfortunately, sitting at 21. Justin Mummel didn't do, he got wrecked pretty early. Wesley Biggs and Blake Hewlett as well, both were out pretty early, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah, it was definitely a difficult race out there tonight. Thanks everybody that tuned in, watched the stream, hung out with Andy and the boys. You saw us here live. We got Jarrett. We're going to be signing off. Next week, we are going to be at The Rock on September 15th, the Monday. Special day there for a couple of us. I'll be excited. It's my birthday. I'm going to be racing it, so I'm pumped.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping that I could bring home some hardware for us and bring some respect to the broadcaster's name after getting eliminated in round 1. But no shame to Colin there, honestly. He ran a pretty good race.
Colin.
Got tangled up, got the damage fixed, got the car competitive at the end, and then the field strategy bit us. But Colin, that was an honorable run, dude. Almost a top 10. I think that guys are going to kind of see the broadcasting car, and, you know, if we could stay clean and green on the lead lap throughout this tournament, even though we're out of it, we could still throw up some competitive times and be up there at the front. But this is the B.A.C. crew. I hope everybody at home enjoyed the stream, had a good Monday. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. We'll have a Wednesday rundown show where we're going to break down the bracket a little bit, look at the matchups and who were the winners and losers of this one here at Atlanta. But this is us. It's Andy and the boys. We're going to be signing off. Hope you guys have a good one. As Jarrett's having a good time at home over there.
Oh yeah, we're boozing now, buddy. We're boozing now.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is gonna be it for us inside Draft Racing League. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks again for tuning in.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
You gotta go back. Can they hear us?
Andy the professional, tie straight as a rail. Read the stats, cause the laps never tips the scale. Bubba's got the draw that twang like a banjo string. He's the heart of the crew, makes the red dirt sing. On B.A.C. casting and drafting, tune in for the show where the engines roar and the beer cans flow. Talking banter, swapping stories under the southern sky. Racing's the reason, but we're here for the ride. Call and stay steady like a car hugging the line. He's cool under pressure, every word refined. Jared Beer's got a laugh and a drink in his hand. He's a wild card joker, the voice of the fans. 4 men, 1 channel, a race day parade, turning asphalt and cold cans into memories made. On B.A.C. casting and drafting, tune in for the show where the engines roar and the beer cans flow. Talking banter, swapping stories under the southern sky. Racing's the reason, but we're here for the ride. It's more than just NASCAR. It's a way to unwind. Cheering loud, feeling proud.